when we all went out to the state fair that we should have brought the news center out because people like to see, how it's all done.
Absolutely.
But
absolutely.
They told me just to shut up and sit down.
Nobody ever takes any of our
We have some great ideas, Jared.
And I'm telling you, you just hit a wall.
I know.
Every time.
Lift your feet up underneath the desk there because it's flowing by right now.
The Wednesday bingo in the lobby was one of the best for our listeners.
And what about the studio audience with a band? I always wanted a studio audience with a band.
I know.
And I couldn't figure out why they thought that was such a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Johnny Donovan was busy.
Yeah. All right, Jared, we'll let you get back at it. Anything you need from us?
No, just...
we have breakfast. Denny brought breakfast.
Denny did bring breakfast.
Yeah.
That was the highlight of my morning.
Okay, you sound I don't want to say, but you sound a little hungover.
Oh.
No, just...
Is it that obvious?
He had a double dip.
Yeah.
He had a double dip.
Ethan and I got a little rowdy last night.
Really?
Let me tell you.
Oh, boy.
Don't even get me started at 9 a.m.
Back in town.
If these beer cans could talk. Hey, big story out of the parking garage.
Oh?
Finally, after all these years, we moved into this building in 1998, and I've been watching this for that many years. Denny could probably figure it out. Somebody has finally stolen the 007 parking sign.
Just in the last week? Do you notice it every week?
Usually, yeah.
This is the first time you've seen it gone?
Yep.
Well,
007. And I'm like, how is this still here?
It may have just been taken down. See, they take them down when they don't pay their monthly rental, and everybody can park there.
I think 007 is part of
there's
illness.
A chance.
You're saying 007 wouldn't pay his parking fees?
No, if he gives it up, maybe he's no longer working in the area and doesn't want the spot anymore.
Then there's got to be a waiting list for it. It's got to be a waiting list.
It's a good one.
Yeah,
forever.
But finally it's stolen, and it makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside that finally someone had enough guts
to just snatch it.
To snatch that.
How much do you think this building is worth?
Oh, gosh.
Did you hear what they put
I
it
think
up
Jared
for sale?
would know more than I do.
Well, they put it up for sale for over $50 million, but the Anthem building just sold for $6 million. So,
yeah, it did. And you see,
they sold the Anthem building for $6 million.
That's it.
Daggone, we should have got in on that one.
Well, they're going to turn it into just what everybody's kind of been waiting for, and that is housing, condominiums, multi-use. It's going to be multi-use.
Nice.
Yeah, they'll have some retail in there too. Yeah.
Restaurants, but living there.
$50 million.
$50 million.
I think it's more like 60 if I remember. I can't remember. They had put it on the market. Look it up. You're the one that does all the real estate stuff.
Well, I'm gonna lowball him.
You know what? A Sullivan Hardware in this building could be pretty fantastic. Think about all the levels. You know what I'm talking about?
That's on the 7th floor.
That
Bolts.
you could cook on.
Can you imagine people going up an elevator to a hardware store?
Do you remember the LS Airs when we would go up and down?
Yeah.
LS Airs would.
It would but it would just be Sullivan Hardware.
Jared wants to leave.
Oh, go ahead, Jared. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, we'll talk to you later, Houston.
He's like, how the hell did I
gotta
get
go
in
get.
this?
I've got a gal coming in that's a shadow today.
Okay,
I'm gonna go get her.
I'll come with you.
I'm going.
No, I'll come.
No.
That really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools. Power tools. Power tools. Power tools.
Hey, good morning. Welcome. It is Saturday's Home and Garden program, brought to you in part by the Michaelis Corporation. Water storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
I folded on that. I was so excited for that to come back. I
still have it. Still have it.
So all the ladies have left you, Pat. You got to deal with me today.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what they say? If you love them, let them go.
Yeah, if you love them.
Yep. Is that what they say?
I think I read it in a book one time.
Oh, that's good. Wow, it was a crazy drive downtown. There's a lot going on. Because I come down.
If you're coming from 65 south, from 38.
I wasn't.
South, oh my gosh, what a nightmare! What a nightmare!
I was just coming from Keystone, and there's some, emergency vehicles, and then on Penn, they're getting ready for the Talbot Street Art Fair.
Oh, we used to be invited to that.
That's right.
Until you did that one thing, and they won't invite us back.
No, that's until they raised the price of how much it costs for us to come out. That's why we don't go anywhere. So anyway, anyway.
You get your bell rung by the English teacher again?
I'm trying. I do try.
We got a nasty email because Pat always says anyways. He said a lot of things. So we get these nasty emails of English teachers.
It wasn't nasty.
Well, just saying I'm never going to listen to the show.
I'm never going to listen again because you say anyways.
Yeah. Well,
so anyway.
All right.
So Talbot Street Art Fair is underway. And then I ran into a run. So there was some sort of run going on. So
I missed that.
Half the street
was
blocked off with cones and whatnot. So I did jog a little bit. I just left the car and drive and kind of ran alongside, got some exercise in. But there was people everywhere downtown. It's kind of exciting.
It's been quite a week.
How about this? We have now completed 2 full months of the NBA playoffs
in Indiana.
I mean, just
our teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the NBA playoffs started April 19th.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 months.
I can't remember what it's like to not have playoffs.
I know. It's like, it is.
Tomorrow night's the last night there, Ethan.
Quite honestly, and then will we go into win or lose? Will we go into a funk? Will there be a Circle City Funk?
We should be in
That should be a
baseball.
band.
We should be in baseball mode right now.
Circle City Funk.
Circle City Funk.
We need to get this camera on you, buddy. If you can make moves like that.
So,
WNBA All-Star game, though. WNBA
That's right.
All-Stars.
When's that?
Yeah, I probably should have known
they
that
just
before
started.
I said that.
They just started.
You're doing Indiana sports talk, and you don't know when the Fever All-Star
You
game
know,
is?
I just
that's
press the
going to
buttons
be.
on the board.
I'm
Nobody
going to
wants
say
to know.
that's probably in
July.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Or August.
But so 2 months of the NBA playoffs, it completely, and I don't know if it for anyone else, has completely changed my sleep cycle.
As
Because
if you ever slept at all.
No, I mean, I usually will go to bed at about 10:30, and then I will I get up about 5:15, 5:30. Well, now I don't go to bed till midnight because you're jacked up about the game, and then you got to watch the post game. Man, it's been rough.
You had a good week, though.
Had a really good week.
I know you did. I woke up to a dishwasher with a burned-out motor. So I got to decide whether to fart around with the motor and pump or just replace it. And I'm telling you what, I don't want to get underneath a dishwasher to replace a pump and motor today. So,
Wow.
But I love my wife.
That's my problems.
Yeah.
If you love them, you let them go.
I heard that from Ethan Patterson. Have you ever heard of that guy?
Yeah.
He played shortstop. No, not shortstop. He was a catcher.
He was a philosopher.
He was.
Well, I have a lot planned today.
That means you have nothing planned.
I was overwhelmed with everything you said in the meeting.
Yeah.
Whoa. You were in the meeting?
Yeah, we get here really early.
Yeah, real early.
And then he goes down to work off on the treadmill, right?
Yeah, somebody's got to start the engines to get the radio station going. So.
At the store we're having...
you came in here this morning like your butt was on fire. You knew you were late.
No.
Did you hear this? You saw me at the meeting this morning, right?
Yeah, and breakfast before.
Right.
Lies! You guys are lying.
No. So we're having this sale, and I started rethinking this sale because I realized, wow, this is not. So it's called the Hotter Than.
And you crossed out hell and said heck.
Yeah, Hotter Than Heck sale, and then we changed that Hotter Than Hallie.
Oh.
Hotter Than Halliburton. But then I realized it's like we're asking people to endanger their lives going out in the heat for a bigger discount.
You're willing to risk it.
You can't believe how many things he's had to edit. We had a T-shirt once that said, "Shut up, Denny." And his grandkids got on his keister about it, and so we had to redo the T-shirt so it said "Stop talking, Denny."
Yep,
so
right.
he's used
Please.
to editing. He these big programs of his. There's always an edit in there.
So if you are going to any of our stores for the discount for the hotter than heck sale,
Do you have GE motors for
so I think you're
dishwashers?
already getting. I think it already started. Isn't it 80 degrees already?
Yeah, the heat index doesn't go above 100 until Wednesday, if I heard correctly.
We don't care about that. I only care about my sale. So let me just look it up here, Den, since I thought you would know.
You don't have Allison to fall back on today.
This is true.
Your sorry behind's going to have to really pay attention.
Oh, it's only 76. So, but anyway, so I am. It's like when it gets to if it gets to 93, you get 25% off your plants.
Really?
I'm thinking,
That's so you don't have to water them. Is that right?
right? But what the rule one while they're trying to save the hanging basket.
I lost another big limb.
One while they're trying to save the hanging basket.
I lost another big limb out of the maple trees. I got about 40 maple trees on the perimeter of the farm. And what was the big nursery guy on the south side? Was it Mashmeyer's or Nashmeyer's? Something like that.
Yep.
He was going out of business, and I bought a whole bunch of these trees and got a good thing. But one by one by one.
You swoop in on a guy's bad day when he's closing to.
Yeah, well, but I planted them all. I
Yeah.
mean, we did it. But one by one, they were October glories, I believe. And I'm just losing a big limb now and then. And kind of spooky.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Hey, we have somebody new in studio. This is sort of cool.
She looks terrified.
she saw you.
What
I'd
do you
be
have there,
terrified.
Tara?
Hey, listen. Well, first of all, I put her in a chair that sank quickly. That's what
Okay.
scared her.
You know what? Quite honestly, that's the biz.
That's the business,
That's the
right?
biz. If you're going into this business, don't ever expect a good chair.
No, not at all. Or at least for it to last long.
Right.
If you get a good chair, it really won't last long.
No.
But we're pretty hard on chairs. Radio people like to fall.
We got big butts.
backwards,
Well-
they twist around all the time and put their feet up and lean back. Anyway, what have you guys been talking about? Something good? Did I miss it?
Water and baskets. And,
Ants? Did you talk about ants?
oh, those peonies. The ants are going nuts on peonies right now. And you're the one that brags on your peonies.
I forgot to introduce who's next to us.
Yes.
That was your first question, wasn't it?
It was.
How would you like to be known? Oh, you don't have a mic.
Yeah, playing the part of Terry Stacy is Alexandra.
What's wrong? What happened to the mic? Oh boy.
Hello, my name is Alexandra Barker.
I'm just going to call you Alex.
Okay, perfect.
Are you related to Bob Barker?
Yes? Question mark. Not the famous one though.
Oh, that was a good answer. See?
Shoot.
Good
Yes.
block.
Where do you go to school?
Texas Christian University. in
TCU.
Fort Worth.
Are they the horned toads?
They're the horned frogs.
Horned
but
frogs.
yes.
Okay. Sorry.
Same
Okay.
difference.
So where'd you go to high school?
Park Tudor.
Park Tudor. And so, that's a long way. Do you have ties to Texas?
I do not.
So how did you pick that? Dartboard or what?
My counselor recommended it to me, and it was very warm.
Who
and
the hell's your counselor to send? If some counselor wants to send my
I've talked to
kid,
you about, don't use that kind of language.
well,
please.
if I have some
Saturday
counselor
morning, she's
It's
a
not
guest.
at the
Texas
private school
Profanity University.
sending her my baby so far away.
Alexandra, what are you studying?
I'm studying strategic communications.
Wow.
See, what does that really mean?
You're going to have to explain to Pat what strategic means.
It's advertising and public relations, but it's combined into one major.
Are you doing any digital stuff with that?
Yes, I
Okay.
just took a graphic design class, so we've been.
Okay,
Gotta
we don't care about that. So on campus, how many kids are in this school?
We're going up, so I'd say about 14,000.
14,000. So that's a nice size.
Yes.
It's a nice size.
Do you know everybody by their first name?
So
Not like at my high school, but
Yeah.
pretty close.
so how? So are you a freshman?
I'm going to be a junior.
You're going to be a junior. Do you know Denny's grandson?
No, she.
Maybe? Question mark.
His last name is Smith.
My grandkids go to PT, and what I'm always
PT. Oh, that's what.
Okay,
oh,
okay.
PT.
well, some people would just say
Is that what the
park.
kids are calling it?
Yes.
That's what the kids. PT.
Oh,
One of the sweetest thing about that campus is when you come in as a freshman, you walk through the gate, and then you go through the serenade as you walk back.
Excuse
out
me,
that
you're
gate.
serenaded?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very
Called the
serious
senior
business.
serenade. It's a really precious
It
ceremony.
is. It's,
Hey,
Oh, gosh, look at the
Ethan's having
time.
kittens. Yeah, who's not paying
Hey,
attention?
why?
That's
why-
Ethan.
Ethan, you need to control this show more. Cannot go over a break like that.
I've learned that the best way to control you is to let you keep going.
239-9393. Coming right back, 93 WIBC.
Hammer and Nigel.
Big, beautiful bill. It's big. And it's a bill. We're going to grow this.
But she always knows her place. She's got style, she's got grace. She's a winner.
Oh my goodness, it's Tom Jones.
She's a lady.
Everybody take off.
Hey,
their
good morning,
underwear and
welcome.
Throw it at it.
Yeah. Good morning.
Do you have a call screener done?
I can call it up just a minute.
'Cause
You
I
get
don't.
mad at me when I. Yes, we've got one.
Oh, okay.
We got Tucker. You want to take Tucker?
Carlson?
Here
No,
we go.
I'm not for sure on
Hey,
Tucker.
Hey,
so-
Tucker. Welcome to the show.
Did you put Tucker?
Trucker Matt.
Oh, Trucker, Matt.
Trucker.
Well, hey, Matt, can you hold on just a second?
Sure.
Hey, Ethan.
You got to wear those
Yeah.
headphones, son.
His name was not
Yeah.
Tucker.
Tucker.
Yeah.
What happened? Did he lie to you? I mean, I don't know how you get Tucker
Oh,
and
yes,
Matt.
it's an easy
Truck,
mistake.
let's get back to Trucker, Matt. Hey, Matthew, how are you?
I'm great, guys. How y'all doing?
Are you still on the road, son?
I am. I'm in a company truck now. We got that truck that I owned sold, took a bath on it so bad that instead of going into retirement, I had to drive a company truck.
And so Matt made the WIBC traffic report because his tanker stopped. Where did your tanker break down?
Don't
act like you don't know.
Yeah, that was getting off of 465 onto East Washington Street, and I don't normally break down, but when I do, I just block the entire intersection with a 80,000.
This sounds like a Dos Equis
I know.
commercial.
I don't normally break down, but when I do, it's going to inconvenience a lot of people.
If I may, Chuck or Matt, are you downtown? Are you driving and hauling stuff downtown often?
Yes. Yeah, I haul fuel to all the gas stations, and all the gas stations that you don't want to get in and out of with an SUV, I go in there with a semi pulling an 80,000 pound mom. Yes, ma'am.
I don't know how you're getting around with the construction because it's just so frustrating. And I think about the trucks that are out there, the semis, everybody trying to get around and make their deliveries in the construction madhouse mess that downtown is. And I just wondered how you were doing.
Well, what's tough is, they want us to keep our blood pressure down, and then everybody gets more and more desperate to wreck those pretty cars. It just the further,
and then I know your company also, they don't want you to smoke, right? Because you're hauling 80,000 gallons of fuel.
No, that's the rocket fuel.
Well, I've got to pass my my drug test, so I can't smoke anyway.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't smoke.
Hey, I got a quick question about those tankers. Are those pumped out, or is that gravity drop? How do you get the gas out of the tank?
That's a question.
Pump in, gravity drop.
Got it. Yeah. There we go.
Well,
See,
and
that's
it drops
plumber
at
talk.
about
Pretty much brought
400 gallons a minute.
That pretty much brought the interview to a stop.
And Trucker Matt, I will tell you, as a retired master plumber, I do have a dictionary of curse words. So if you run out, the truckers are always considered second-class cuss people. But plumbers are first class, and if you need some new ones, you send me that email, and I'll make sure you get some new words.
Well, I appreciate that, Denny, but with all this construction and everybody desperate to wreck the pretty cars, my cuss jar should put us on a nice cruise.
You can pay off that truck. Thanks for calling, buddy.
Man.
Good to hear your voice.
Yeah.
All right, see you, Matt.
Stay out of jail.
God bless our truckers.
Yeah.
God bless them.
Yes.
Oh, I got to take him down. Pat's not working today.
That's right.
I met a lot of them when we were during COVID, and we did a little program where we would take out free sandwiches from some really great people around town. We would go and pick them up, and like Honey Baked would provide box lunches. We'd take them to the truck stops or take them to the rest stops because the truck stops were closed.
Really?
And many of them wouldn't. Yeah, you couldn't come in. You could get fuel, but you couldn't come in. You couldn't eat where they normally were eating. So we were trying to kind of feed them once a week, and got to know really some cool people. A lot of them travel with their cats.
And some of them with their dogs, but they got to stop. Some of them have litter boxes right in the truck.
Well, I mean, right. I mean, but they've got a friend with them.
So I know there's a lot of great truck drivers. And then on the other hand,
there are some bad ones.
Be really careful because you don't know who's driving that truck. But there is a lot of Eastern Bloc Ukrainians in flip-flops.
Yes.
It's the most amazing thing. They come to the store, they'll have a load of flowers
and
or a load of
bad attitudes too.
Well, they just can't really. Well, they're just, and they always have like flip-flops, bare feet flip-flops, and they're driving a semi. It just seems odd. It doesn't seem very professional.
Those are called chanclas. In Spanish, it's a chancla.
Nobody asked.
I'm just telling you, flip-flops are big in Ukraine.
I don't know.
Alex already hates you.
No, she doesn't.
I mean,
Does your mic work?
Yeah, her mic might work.
Doesn't work.
Does it work?
Yeah. Does it work? It's working?
It does work.
I think so.
Yeah, it works.
Wow. It never works when it's me sitting at the microphone. That's so crazy. It will not work next week.
We call that Terry's mic because it works part-time.
I do. I'm just
Terry's magic.
You want to take another call, Pat, or you want a break?
Who is it?
His name's Albert.
What's he want?
He wants to talk about weed killers. Hey, Albert.
I didn't give you my answer yet. Albert, good morning.
For 2 or 3 years, and I've tried about 10 different types. The concentrated, even this ground clear that says, kills up to 1 year. and it only works about a month, and they come right back, mainly vine, weed, and thistle. Do you have anything that you recommend?
How irrigated is the soil? How much water is the soil getting?
It's not my home. It's a business, and it's mulch beds.
So here's how I got rid of my thistle. And I had, maybe it sounds kind of similar, but it was like almost like a ground cover. It was so thick. And I had the same thing. I would go out and I would spray them with Roundup, and then
you're done.
Then I kind of would forget about them, and then you look and you realize, wow, they're all back. So I made it I took one summer off from work, and I just sat. No, what I did was I went out once a week, and I sprayed whatever was coming up or whatever, and I just sprayed once a week with regular Roundup because I was working around. There was other trees and desirable perennials and whatnot, and I got rid of them, and they've never come back. And it's been about 5 or 6 years.
It's an invasive.
I've even used the concentrated and mixed it double strength.
Yeah,
and it still
I think that's the funny thing about the chemical. Sometimes you got to lean it out. Don't double it up. Maybe half it out. We think that more is better because we're men. We're stupid. But really, do it right to the label instructions, or maybe a little bit less, and I think you might have some better luck.
I agree. Well, thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Albert.
Thank you.
What was his real name?
I thought it was Albert. Was it Albert?
I can't. Ethan's got that hearing loss, and I don't.
Yeah, no, he knew. He spelled this one out for me. I knew this one was Albert.
Good. 239-9393. We're going to come back with more. We are here on Monument Circle. Is there a race out there? The race was somewhere else.
Which race?
It was a running thing. That's what.
Oh,
I mean, then the Talbot Street Art Fairs today.
Talbot Street Art Fair, and in 20 minutes now, 25 minutes now, the Pacers Watch Party tickets go on sale.
Oh.
And they will go quick, at 10 o'clock.
So how many? I've always wondered, do they just fill the lower bowl of it, or do they?
No, I think they fill the entire arena. What do we call that? A field house.
That'd be kind of embarrassing getting a nosebleed for a watch party.
I mean, really, they're $5, right? Goes to the foundation. But even outside has been amazing to look at the drone pictures and the above pictures of the masses of people in gold that are outside. This is so much fun, right?
It is so much fun.
This is just so much fun. It's a moment in our history that we are. It's taking us away from all the awful news. We all got something to celebrate.
And we talked about this while you were finding Alex. Sound like a game or something.
It does. Like
you guys want to play Finding Alex?
It's like Where's Waldo, only the female version.
So, but my sleep pattern is like destroyed.
Because you're staying up
Yeah.
late.
Do you realize that we've just completed our second month of the playoffs? Second month.
Right, April, right?
April 19th.
Good for you for remembering.
I looked it up because I thought, how the hell long has this gone on?
I love that it's gone on this long.
I know, it's great.
It's just so much fun, and it's going to be sad when it's over.
It is.
Win or lose.
Well, we talked about that too, and then
I got a good feeling about this. I just think they're gonna win tonight.
Oh, I hope so.
Or tomorrow night.
I guess the percentages, the stats look at when we have won, it's been on the road. I guess that goes back to ABA days, right?
That's right.
Red,
I did.
white, and
you know
blue
what?
ball.
I heard Billy Keller talk about that.
Yeah. Or even if we were winning just a conference or something, it's been on the road.
On the road.
Yeah.
The 3 championships, the
To put
3
this in
ABA
perspective,
championships were all.
Billy Keller is 76 or 77.
He
He looks
good,
great.
He does look good. He was a
Oh
fire
my
pro.
gosh,
hadn't
he was
changed.
so much fun to watch. Little Billy Keller.
239-9393. Coming right back, 93 WIBC.
This hour on 93 WIBC is powered by Pierce Jewelers, Carmel's Diamond Engagement Ring Store.
JMV here from my friends John and Chris Love at Love Heating and Air Conditioning. The heat is here, and you need to make sure that your air
this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
Woohoo! Sign me up. I want to be in the band.
Hey, Alex, is this the Luminaires?
This is what?
Is this Luminaires?
No, this is Philip Phillips.
Oh, Philip Phillips. That's right.
This song was
Love
the
him.
closing song in one of my favorite movies.
What's the movie?
It's Billy Crystal and Bette Midler.
What was the movie?
Parental Guidance.
Oh, really? You love that movie?
I love that movie. One of my favorites. So good.
You know, I've seen Philip Phillips twice.
In concert?
In concert, yeah.
You just went to, really?
Yeah, one was like a big rain delay, but they still put the thing on.
Pat goes to all of the greatest concerts. He really
Bring
does.
me
Even
next
by
time.
a younger person's standards. You would say, oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I know, but it's.
He said, "I'm cool. I know."
So we
That's
went,
exactly what he says, Alex.
but here was the problem. We
That's
went
exactly
to
what he
we
said.
went to Mumford and Son.
Okay.
They're
cool too.
They're cool. And you know, it's amazing what they get away with at Deer Creek. What's it called now?
Oh, Ruoff.
Is it Ruoff?
Is
I don't
it
think it's
Ruoff?
Ruoff anymore, though. What is it called now?
The place that you were just at?
Yeah.
White River State Park.
No, Mumford and Sons. Is it still? It's not. I don't think it's Ruoff anymore.
No,
I think
it's not.
Is it
And
Live
I don't
Nation
know
or
what
something?
it is.
There
So
definitely
somebody
is
Google
one
it.
that's
call it
Ruoff.
Yeah.
There's
All right.
definitely
It
that's
doesn't
still a
matter.
thing.
So
Is
that's
it
why
the
we.
one place?
That's why we call it Deer Creek. But it's like
Right.
I thought I would get a ranch water. Right, ranch water, which is you're not even 21. Tequila and sparkling water. It's $26.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
That's
$26.
outrageous. But people are buying it, right?
Yeah, I even got it in the second one.
That's my buddy there.
Well,
more on
because
drinks than
the
you do on
reason,
insane.
because the refill was only 21.
Oh, well, that's
Right.
a big difference then.
But
okay, you're right.
A big
savings.
no-no for because my daughter
You spent
bought these.
$47 on 2 drinks.
Yeah,
Sounds
That
about right.
is crazy.
yeah,
Was it worth it though?
yeah.
Okay then.
Good concert. What I
You
did
know
not
what?
like, I don't like
Our
to be
days
in
are
the. I
numbered.
don't
We
like
don't
to be
know.
in the middle of the aisle.
Oh.
That's I don't like and in the pavilion it's
That's 'cause you have
it's
to
like
get up to
50
peace
seats, so
Yeah.
we are stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that
Are you
is
bragging
rough.
about the location of your seats?
no, I'm
Right in
not.
the middle,
I'm
in the
normally my bougie son Andrew would get me a box.
Is your bougie son going to go to see Wicked this weekend? It is a great show. We went for the matinee.
It's good.
It's unbelievable. Did you go?
No, but I want to go.
Oh
really
my
badly.
gosh! The end of the first act. You know when they do. You know things are going to change. You know, and she
Yes, yes.
flies up. God, it was stunning. Stunning. Anyway, if you
Actually, I
spoiler-
saw it on Broadway this year.
Oh, don't tell
And-
me that.
But
did
you know
take
what?
your granddaughter?
Yes, we did. And you know what? I'm.
It's the same
I
cast,
was
by the
actually
way.
in it on Broadway. Did you
Is
see
it-
me? Were you there when I was on Broadway?
Yeah.
In the film?
Is
Or
it
the
ba-
show?
is it
Were you one of
bad?
the flying monkeys?
I was not in the Flying Monkey. No, a big part.
Is
Anyway,
it bad to
go
say I
ahead.
didn't really like it?
No, because I've
Yes.
heard
You
didn't
some
like
that say
it?
They didn't
Wait,
like it.
did you
Really?
see
What's the
the
matter
movie?
with you?
Did you see the movie?
No.
You did not like
Shame.
Defying Gravity at the end of the first act when Elphaba finally lets go and says, "I'm gonna fly now."
I
And
didn't-
her
I didn't
cape
like
grows
cats either.
10 sizes.
That's
I don't
right.
like cats
Wasn't that
either.
cool?
Yeah, I
No,
don't like
but what did
cats.
you like? What are you looking for in a Broadway show? What,
You know what? I
was it
enjoy
Oklahoma?
good.
Did you love Oklahoma?
If you say Annie,
Yes.
I'm gonna come over. and smack you.
Oklahoma. I would. What's the one with
Or
old
Showboat.
Showboat? Old Man River. Is that one?
Oh,
Showboat.
good grief.
Yeah, but it's a
Tommy-
little bit better.
Tommy
I'm
Tune?
so- who did not know about Pat's Love of Broadway shows?
Yeah.
You just don't know, right? Hardware guy.
Okay, next time I go to Sullivan's Hardware, we're talking Broadway. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's 5
He
minutes
can
from
do
my
it.
house.
He can do this.
Alexandra, they still have tickets available. It's a great show.
I'm going to have to
And
go
where
home.
where is it?
It's at Old National.
Old National. Okay.
Yeah.
So did somebody find out if it's Ruoff yet? I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either,
Tell them,
but I can't
tell them
remember
about the
what it
products.
is.
There is
Are
a
you talking
nursery
about-
really close,
Are
and
you
you think they make the best products in the world
Remember
because
where
they
you
get
sent
all
us a
the.
picture at?
Is it
that-
the one
is
in
that what you're
Noblesville?
That's yeah, they did change the name of that. It was never Ruoff. That was a different place.
No.
Oh,
No,
you're
it was
full of
Rudolph at one
it.
point.
You're not from around here, are you?
Google AI did you dirty.
No, it is.
You nailed him.
It used to be White River, and now it's like teachers.
No,
you're in the wrong.
Hamilton County.
When you sent the
Sit
picture,
down.
that was White
Sit
River.
down. We'll get back to you.
I just
All right,
went
we're
there.
coming right back. 93
Get your act
WIBC.
together over there.
Life moves fast.
We move fast.
Get moving fast.
Photographs with sepia tone loving. Love is the answer, at least, for most of the questions in my heart. Like, why are we here and where do we go? And how come it's so hard? It's not always easy, and sometimes life can be deceiving.
Hey, good morning.
I'll tell you one thing, it's always better.
Hey, Mr. Sullivan.
Pat Sullivan, Denny Smith. Man, my mic is garbled. How's your mic?
That's you. Take the marbles out of your mouth.
It's got a it's like overmodulated or something.
A little tinny.
Does it sound better right now?
Number one.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. No.
It's like the vision test. Do you like A better or B?
Check.
Because sometimes when
Check
we have
1
that
2.
mic on
Check
over
1
there,
2.
it does sound weird.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm on the wrong. What should I be here?
You should be on program 1.
Oh, there we go. I was on
Do you sound
air.
good?
I was on the air signal.
Oh.
First
I'm glad
thing
you fixed that.
You've been in radio as long as Terry has.
Well,
Turn it into
I
a
wasn't
real,
paying attention.
Yeah.
Where's
real
Adam
producer.
Swain?
Yeah, Adam's in the little baby chair.
Yeah.
Here.
So anyway, we did a little research. We did a little research. The Ruoff Music Center, the Ruoff Music Center, originally Deer Creek Music Center, and formerly Verizon Wireless Music Center, and Klipsch Music Center,
That's what
and
it
the
was.
and the Ruoff Home Mortgage Music Center.
See?
So
Man,
it's-
oh, man.
So now it's just the
Yeah,
Ruoff
all right, so-
Music Center.
So what is it about the marijuana smoke that makes everything so much stronger at that one nursery?
Hood's Nursery, where we get a lot of our plants, and right now they are they're putting the mums down. They grow like 120,000 mums, and a lot of times hothouse. You know, when you a greenhouse grown mum tends to be not as nice, but these what Hoods grow, and I'm pretty certain that is the marijuana smoke
from
Ruoff
Yeah.
that goes, because the fields are really close, and that smoke settles down, and their heads become massive.
I will
on these
tell you
mums.
this: when I fly above Ruoff, when they're having a concert, the haze that comes off the lawn is unbelievable.
You know, if I ever see you, I will shoot you down.
Why would you do that?
You know, I didn't like Lion King either.
You didn't like Lion King?
I like the movie.
You know what? You're just saying that.
I like-
You're saying that just to, now you're just a pocus.
No, I like
Yeah,
the
no.
movie, but it was just the Broadway show.
Oh my gosh, coming down the aisles,
Mamma
the
mia.
animals, and coming down the aisles
Yeah,
in the
it's like
beginning.
I could tell they weren't real.
Most
Well, it doesn't
financially
matter.
successful Broadway play ever, and you
Yeah.
hated it. You're the only one I've ever known that hated it. Did you hate it, or did you
I
just
didn't
not
know.
like
he's
it?
just being obnoxious.
It could have just been, you know, sometimes when you go to something, it's, you know, you've had a bad day or something. Maybe that was it.
Maybe that was it.
When they came in with all the animals at the very beginning, you
That's
didn't
what I
like
said.
that?
He didn't like it.
Not really.
He didn't like it at all.
Did you
It
have your
probably scared him.
grandkids with you, or was it just you and Beth?
I'm not really sure.
If you'd have had your
It's a long
grandkids
time.
with you, you'd have liked it because they light up like a
Love them.
Christmas.
Nothing
Love the
like
movie.
it. Music is so good. Wow, you're horrible.
Yeah, I don't like it either, Pat.
That says a lot about
And those
you.
are your good points.
But then again, you don't really like animals,
No,
so that probably wasn't your thing.
except dogs.
Oh,
You-
let me brag on Purdue. We had
love
to take
dogs.
Ellie's got a mitral valve regurgitation. She's 11 years old. And
Excuse me? Who's Ellie?
my
your dog.
My dog. So we went up to Purdue. What a great place to take your dog if she's got issues. Oh my Lord, they were just wonderful. They did an echocardiogram. They did they did ultrasounds.
Amazing.
Was this over at the stadium?
No, not the stadium. The
Yeah.
veterinary school.
You mean in the
Dopey.
football stadium?
Well, I figured
you
football's
opened it
not
up.
in right now,
No,
so
they
here's
just
what.
open it up
Okay,
for
in the small
like
animal
surgery.
clinic.
using that machines over
In
there.
the small animal clinic, you either walk in with your dog or you carry your dog in. So that as you drive into Purdue, it says small animal clinic this way and large animal clinic to the right. So I got to laughing about the guy that had to hold his cow in the large animal clinic on his lap.
I gotcha.
I mean, you got to queue up and hold your dog.
So how popular is this place?
It's very popular.
It's very popular. It
But
really
you almost
is.
always are sent there, or suggested you could go to the vet school up there, the clinic.
And the good news, she's going to be all right. No medication. We just have to keep an eye
Thank
on her.
You
goodness.
got to watch your diet.
Well, her sister from her litter had passed away from the same thing, and so they warn you, and so you want to make sure that you're doing the right thing. As you wouldn't make a good pet owner.
No, he wouldn't.
No.
Even I have
You need to get a pet
become
rock.
cold to the ants. And last year I really tried to save all the ants that got in the house. I put them in a little whisk broom and threw them out the window, and that didn't work.
You
And
tried
so
to
this
kill 'em
year, here
outside?
they came. Finally, they just went away.
Taro works really well.
And
She
then
doesn't wanna
this
kill
year,
'em.
I'm sucking them up
boric
in the
acid.
vacuum.
Yeah.
And then
Murderer.
I'm sealing all. There is Downy or Dawn liquid leaking from every crevice of our home
Now, do you know why that?
because
they
that's
use
keeping
it?
them away. I
It's
don't
a
know why. It's
surfactant,
amazing.
and it starves them from oxygen. They can't breathe. They sort of melt from the inside out with your Dawn liquid that you try to save these animals.
Oh, but they're just like what happens is they just don't go near it. I don't think they're coming in. I don't think I killed them, did I? I think they just are like coming in because they smell it.
What's the name of that home and garden
don't think
pest
killing.
thing that you spray like 3 feet up on the foundation wall? What's that called?
Just a
Home defense or
home
something?
pest control or
Yeah.
home defense. Yeah.
That's what you need to use, Terry.
That kills them.
Is it tape? What is it? It sounds like tape.
It's insecticide.
And it's in a strip, and you put it.
No,
It's a
you spray
spray.
it. You do a barrier treatment 5 foot out from the foundation, 2 to 3 foot high on the. But really, for ants inside, I would get taro, and it's like bait.
I know. I did really try. I really
Taro
was
is
lying. I did
boric
try
acid,
that
and
at the end
that
last
eats
year.
out their stomachs and kills them. They take it back
No.
and they think
So
it's a food
awful.
source.
Jen, why do you have to say that? You know what it does?
What you just
put
say
'em to
kill them?
sleep?
I want her to know that they're
they eat 'em-
suffering.
It's like a chocolate martini.
No, it's
And what they do is like they get a little tipsy, and then they just fall
over
asleep.
dead. No, they fall
Well,
over.
I
dead.
think
fall
that's
asleep.
a wonderful product, and that's taro.
Taro, yes, it's the
Comes in a little
humane
red-
way to rid yourself.
It's a little red cap. Don't eat it, and you just
Okay.
punch open the holes and they go in there and get
Do
it.
you, I always talk about. Do you remember when dogs were dogs? When they were on chains out in the front yard.
No,
Oh, Patrick.
that never.
Don't.
even-
Are you?
No,
Are we
no,
going to
you're not
deny
lying.
it?
No, you're not
What-
dying.
let's
that never happened
let's
in my
just
neighborhood.
deny slavery
No,
then. How about that?
No,
I'm not
that did
denying
not
it.
happen.
It happened. And don't
It
let
did
that happen in
happen.
this heat wave because we will get you. Don't
I'm
let
on the
that
chain.
die.
I
wanna
know where
see
you
that
live
in this
now.
heat
The
wave.
dumb dogs would tie themselves up and go around in circles.
It's
and then
awful.
run into the tree.
Hour number 2 is coming up. 93 WIBC.
Broadcasting from the Technology Recycler Studio.
Folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys, that really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools, power tools, power tools, power tools.
I guess we didn't get to talk to Jared.
Yeah, you just plug 'em in the wall.
Jared.
Oh, there he is.
Jared Lewis.
Yeah, maybe you should turn on the lights in there. You're like,
I turned it on earlier. Can you still not see?
You're kind of sitting in a dark room. It's a little creepy.
Sorry, Jared.
Let me see what I can do here. Hold on.
Don't let him talk to you
No,
like
he's
that,
gonna
Jared.
turn on the light.
Are you wearing pants?
We're talking to Jared Lewis, who's
Jared,
in the
he's
WISP
talking about
news booth, and it's just always dark in there because he's reading off a screen that's lit. He doesn't need the
Well,
light.
you know what?
They don't
These
use
kids
paper in there.
today. You need to. So, just so everyone remembers, are you a UIndy grad?
I'm a Ball State grad.
Ball State. That's right.
Yeah.
Sure,
so the
sure.
joke is, we'll talk slow for you like we do Hammer.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Hey, listen, I understand you were down in Houston. I had a couple plumbing companies in Houston.
Oh, here we go.
It is
go.
the hottest place on God's green earth.
It sure is.
Why did you go down there?
Well, all that heat is coming up this weekend up here from down there. It
Yeah.
appears. So, you know what? I have no idea why I moved down there, Denny. It's a great question.
We've got a horned toad in studio with us today. Did you know that?
I did not.
Or horned frog. Horned frog.
Jared,
I'm
did you
sorry.
like Cats the musical?
Serious question.
Can't say I watched it. Or,
I
or-
wouldn't recommend it.
Didn't go to Cats. How about Lion King?
Lion King's great.
You love
The
that.
movie or the show?
Yes, both of them.
Yeah, both of them. Both of them are good.
Don't suck up to Denny.
I'm more
He's
of a
not
movie.
sucking up to
I'm
me.
more of a movie guy.
Yeah,
honestly,
there
than
you go.
the musicals.
I love Lion King in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Other
Not
than
on
that,
Broadway.
That's our buddy Jared.
people running down
Thank
the
you, Jared.
aisles.
You can leave now. You can go. You don't
Yeah.
have to stay here.
Save
anymore.
yourself.
That's my
Go
cue.
away
All right.
now. Go.
See you later,
Run
Jared.
away,
Go,
little
go.
rabbit. Run away.
Hey, good morning. Welcome. Hour number 2 of Saturday's Home and Garden program, brought to you in part by the Michaelis Corporation. Water storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
Do you guys realize how creepy that is? That's like a poltergeist coming out of our mics. Jiminy.
We have a very special guest in the studio.
Alexandra is not on mic right now. Oh, you're talking about this big drink of water next to me?
We have so many.
One of our
there's so much
advertisers.
going on.
One of our big drink of water advertisers.
Yeah.
The famous Adam Swain.
Adam Swain joins
Hey,
us.
buddy.
Guys. How are you guys doing?
Good. Good to see you, brother.
Good.
We've been
to
talking
see you.
Pacers. Oh, it's
So-
so fun to talk about the Pacers.
It is.
Very
Do you,
fun.
do you find your work rate at work kind of suffering from? You realize this has been going on now 2 months.
Yeah, April what,
19th. Yeah,
19th.
18th, 19th.
No, it definitely suffers the next day. We've been doing some watch parties at the office.
Uh-huh.
These 8:30 starts.
I know, the
you know, they
8:30
end up going.
kills you.
Why don't you do them from a crawl space? Pat's always bragging about this pool liner that you put in for him, and
Yeah.
he's got a TV, a big screen TV down
That's
there.
where we're
we
going.
tried.
That's where we're going if they lose
Yeah.
Game 7.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we just, with the late starts, people not really wanting us in their crawl space, screaming and yelling till midnight. So,
But you know what I've noticed too is today, because I go to Pilates at 7:30,
better man than me.
and the day after a game, the traffic is really light.
It is.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is really
people calling in to work
yeah.
and
We've been
everything.
shining a light on all of those that are making so much money from the Pacers when it comes to a restaurant
And bars.
But
God
you
bless
forget
them.
about there's that other segment of the world with the
Yeah.
city that maybe is suffering a little bit because the Pacers are playing. And
So we've been engraving Yeti cups and
I saw that
dancing
face on it.
around licensed merchandise.
Oh, is that on the koozie one that you had with the choke sign?
No, that one actually we purchased somewhere, so that's on.
Somebody else's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buddy Bubba got that shirt.
So but like we just have one that says finals because it makes a great souvenir. Finals with the finals Game 7
Sure.
and then has the date.
but no logo or anything.
So
No
the
logo.
NBA is not as aggressive as the NFL about
Well, I don't know,
the
the guy-
Super Bowl thing.
The guy over by the liquor store was killing it. He had a pop-up tent, 2 pop-up tents, And man,
selling merchandise.
Oh my gosh!
College and 56th Street. They got pop up there that's selling some really good stuff.
Really good stuff. You don't know if it's licensed or not, but it's under $20.
I can tell you,
says it's legit.
I can tell you that it is not.
$20, 2 shirts.
Right.
Our guy got shut down. The police showed up and
they did.
took all the merchandise.
Oh no, they didn't take it.
Took it.
Yeah, one. And I saw the police officer going, all right, one for evidence, one for my grandson, one for.
Police.
No, it's that was those are pretty blatant, because they had like 3 or 4 locations around town.
Those are real entrepreneurs. I mean, they probably put their life savings. I know it
dude,
beats up on retail. I know.
No, not well.
The retail people.
But I mean, they are trademark stuff. Yeah. But it's hard to figure out. It is really hard to figure out what is trademarked and what's.
I would think it is for a buyer.
Well, not for the buyer, even for somebody
licensed.
producing the stuff. It's like,
do you ever watch Smugglers on Nat Geo? Smugglers, they bring in all this stuff and they'll pack it in coffee or whatever, but what they smuggle in are shoes and shirts and handbags, girls.
Birds.
Yeah. No, they don't do lizards and birds.
I've seen birds in odd places.
You're just talking about that one guy who put all those parakeets down his britches.
Yeah, snakes around their legs.
It's awful.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're caught.
There's a show called Smugglers.
Oh yeah, it's a good show. It's
And
a
if
very
you-
good
show.
So someone is filming an illegal
customs,
activity.
yeah, as they come through, and they'll
In the process.
And usually it's cocaine. I mean, they're either in Colombia or they're in.
I love.
Rome.
Can you say Colombia
Yeah.
again?
Yeah, Brazil.
Can you say Colombia?
He does say
Colombia.
I just.
Hey, let's talk to regular.
That makes
Jeff.
me want to date you.
Regular Jeff, how are you, son?
Hope everybody's well.
We're good.
We're going to suffer the heat.
Uh-oh.
So this morning I was listening, and for some reason it reminded me. I got 2 things to tell you. The first one is, for some reason I brought up one of my buddies, John. He sent me a video or something. It was a guy taking 85 years old, bless his heart. He was in a nursing home. I think it was a cognitive test, and the nurse asked him a question and said, "Okay, if you had your choice, would you rather spend the rest of your life on an island with your wife?" And before she could even say B, he went B.
yeah. I've seen that. He's sitting on the couch. Yeah.
And it was the cutest thing because he's like 85 years old. He's even mimicking.
He didn't
and
hesitate.
like, okay, we're done here. You're fine. We're
You're
done.
fine.
That's pretty cute.
My daughter left Chicago yesterday. She's got a high school friend with a boyfriend that's getting married. And before she left yesterday, and married on a yacht in Chicago.
Ooh.
And she said,
that's cool.
"Dad, you got any jokes?" And I said, "Well, you don't want to tell the parrot when, where's the boat, the magician, and blah, blah, blah. I've told you that one before."
Yeah.
I said, "How about this one?" I said, old Paul Lynn, it reminded me on the Hollywood Squares. I love Paul Lynn. He was a funny boy. He had some one-liners. I said, "Why don't you tell him this? In the first place, is it a male or female that you're friends with?" She said, "It's our friend, our male." I said, "Okay, it's perfect." Ask him, or the question to Paul Lynn was, when a man falls over on a boat, when it's on the ocean or whatever, the call words are usually "man overboard." What do you call when a woman falls overboard? And Paul Lynn, without saying it, said, "Full speed ahead."
Regular Jeff. Have a good weekend and go Pacers. Thanks,
wow.
brother. Wow. Yeah, full speed ahead. Paul Lynn always had the center square. He was the guy that. Those were funny. They had 9 people from all walks of.
Charles Nelson Riley.
Yes.
They're trying to bring it back.
It'll never
one
work.
running
It
right
won't
now in
work.
the summer version.
Yeah.
And Drew Barrymore is your center.
Ew.
Your center person.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Sorry.
What's wrong with her?
It's the straight.
Is you don't like her?
And you know what? If you can't say something nice about anybody, you
but
don't
you
say.
just don't like her. Drew Barrymore.
I think she's very attractive. I think she's very cute. I liked her really a lot.
Right, in E.T.
In E.T. And then she grew up.
Charlie's Angels?
Nah, she's just
51st Dates.
She's a pampered.
Oh, I love that one. Oh my gosh, 51st Dates is so good.
Speaking of crawl
Love
spaces,
it.
Do you like?
that's one place you won't
Did
find
you like
Drew
the Broadway show Cats?
Yeah.
You did.
For sure.
I hated it.
Absolutely.
Did not like it.
That's unfortunate.
Adam Swain joins us in the studio. Adam, tell us a little bit about what has been going on with Swain Co.
Staying real busy. It's been a real wet season.
Crazy
Yeah,
wet.
especially compared to last year. It was pretty much a drought all year, and now everybody's getting basements, crawl spaces flooded. We're seeing a lot of the basements this year. And maybe because of, the amount of rain we're getting and how quick this stuff is. But finished basements where people aren't necessarily knowing they have an issue or they didn't know they had an issue till this year, because that stuff stays hidden behind drywall and carpet.
Yeah.
So, after some heavy rains, people are going down there walking the perimeters and feeling, that their carpet's damp.
Are you working all over, or is it seems like a lot of the rain has gone north?
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, we're still local, Indianapolis and the surrounding areas here. So we've got, plenty of rain around here, but there has been a lot of weather up north too.
Yeah.
It's down south too, some I guess, but
How far
everywhere.
do you guys go? Just basically nine counties
like
around?
residential, I mean, for the most part, maybe about, hour, around. Commercial's a little different. We'll go, all over country for commercial. So
Sure.
Yeah, but residential, we're still Indianapolis surrounding areas.
So thinking about where waterproofing for basement and crawl spaces have where it started and where it has is now. Well, you're probably too young. Back in the day, these guys used to advertise that they would take these long rods and they would shoot tar on the outside of your.
Right?
Yeah, it's on the outside.
Yeah.
There's
No,
somebody
there's
somewhere, I thought. They
must have got out of jail.
What's that word you said?
It's by 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's that
But
word.
they heat it up, and it's like the same thing. They fill cracks in asphalt driveways.
Yeah, I've never seen it or anything.
But it doesn't disperse.
Doesn't work.
It runs into dirt, and it coagulates with the dirt, and it doesn't really get to the crack.
Yeah, you're not going to keep it dry.
No.
Those some of those guys, as I recall, probably in the 80s, they went to jail. One of those companies.
Oh,
Really?
yeah. My dad used to talk about that guy. Yeah.
Hey, your dad. I still have that voicemail.
Oh,
Of
bet you
course,
do.
I do voice work for one of your competitors.
Yeah,
And
heard it on the way in.
You heard it on the way.
I
And,
almost sent you.
and your dad sent me this message, and it was my voicemail. Denny. Yeah, Swain here. I really don't feel good about you doing those commercials for Indiana
And he was always
Foundation.
so serious
He was
about
so
it.
deadpan,
It was hard to get it across to him about that. That you can do that and still be friends with him.
Your dad
it was
and
hard to
you
understand.
served with him on the Better Business Bureau, but Swainco has always been.
How old
on-
was your
on the
dad
good
when he
side.
passed away?
55?
56?
56.
I think
Mid-50s.
56.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I
was
think
such
he
a shock.
Yeah, he was. I think it was 8 years. This April.
Just this close, you could have been a hardware magnet, and Pat could be in the crawl space business because they were born
I
within
know.
2
Trust
days
me.
of each other.
We
I
were.
know.
Your dad used to
I've heard
say
it as many times as
was
Pat
his
has.
was his birthday the 9th? August
the
9th?
Yep.
So 1960.
1960.
Yep.
One day before yours. Or
Yeah, I
same
was
hospital?
the 4th, and we were both born at St. And he always claimed that we were switched at birth, and that he actually owned the hardware store, and I had to go to the crawl spaces.
Yeah, he liked to tell that story.
Yes, he did. All right, we're going to take a short break. Come right back with more 93 WIBC. Look at this. My computer came on.
That's because I hit the button to turn it on.
I didn't know where it was.
Can you log in?
What's the password?
Oh, does this work?
Yes, you're on. So that is, hey, Terry, what's
What?
Is
it the Yagi?
Alex?
Yes.
Do they call you Alex?
They did in high school.
What do they call you now?
Alexandra.
That's way too long. You could never work for me.
Yeah, that's why I was Alex in high school. I played a lot of sports.
Yeah, we allow one syllable.
He does, and if he doesn't like your name,
We'll just change
then
your
he'll
name.
just change your name.
There's a lot of kids at my store that just we name them Ben or Jack.
Oh my gosh.
You.
Bunch of bins.
So, what was I going to say? Oh, so you're going to do Craft Corner with Terry.
Okay.
Okay, what's the craft today, Terry?
Patriotic.
Patriotic.
Yeah. For
Okay.
Your door.
All right. So it's going to be
It's
fun.
not
It's
great.
on.
I mean, it's not great.
And so we just stream it on, like we're streaming on, what do they call this thing?
YouTube.
The YouTube thing.
The tube of you.
Yeah. So that's why I have
Oh,
the
did you
tube
hear
of you.
that? Was funny.
That is.
She's got a future here. Oh.
I don't think it was that funny.
If anything's better than your humor. I mean, we have to put your name behind you so people know who you are.
Well, that's really there just to block the light from outside, and they thought as long as they were doing that, they would.
There we go.
Print that.
Anyway, your computer's up, Your Highness. You are ready to go.
Ready to rumble.
Well, thank you. Our guest is Adam Swain from Swain Co.
Yeah.
Hello.
So Swain Co.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain the name? What's behind the name?
So it's our last name, and then
Oh.
we've got
that's your
we
last
shortened company to Co. And then we had the idea to
Swain
just combine
Co.
the two. Yeah, so it kind of just rolled Swain Co.
Because I always think
Crawl
of
space,
Ron
basement,
Co.
Yeah, I don't know who Ron is.
Ronco, you know,
Do you know
Real
not know
Pocket
the
Fisherman?
Popeel Pocket Fisherman? No.
Oh no.
The Vegematic.
Those were real
Should
things.
I?
They were real things.
Are these real words?
They were
There's a Ron
My thoughts
Popeel.
exactly.
They're inventions.
Right.
And
How
he
old
would
are
sell
you?
them on TV.
Are you talking like the pocket
Fasten back,
fishing
right?
pole?
Yeah.
That fit in your pocket? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother had that. Yeah.
Popeel Pocket Fisherman.
Yeah, yeah.
What in the
folds
world?
up and fits in. I mean, it was
great.
still a little big for your
Right,
pocket.
but-
You had to have some like Jinko pockets.
So
they
that
would
was
get in there.
so that was Ronco, and because your
Oh,
father
okay.
was my age, I thought maybe Swainco was.
I don't think it was.
Knowing
had
that
anything to do with
knucklehead,
Ron,
who
but-
knows?
Wait a minute. Your father was much younger than Pat.
Yeah, by quite a bit.
By
5 days.
5 days, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything poisonous down in the crawl space? I mean, animal-wise,
What a
that you
great
ever run
question.
into?
I feel like every animal and critter is when you go down in the crawl space if you're looking at them. But
Has
I mean,
anything
they've
ever,
got everything down there.
attacked
Yeah.
you or gotten you or scratched you or?
No, I mean we've had we've had some guys corner some raccoons on accident,
And that's scary. I've been in it
is,
with
yeah,
the raccoons. I'd rather have a snake than a raccoon.
We had some possums in the yellow house.
Yeah, those are they're just scary looking.
Yeah.
When you're looking at them. But yeah, snakes. I mean, you get down towards like Brown County, Trafalgar
That's where you'll
area,
find
and all
poisonous
that.
snakes.
Yeah,
Copperhead.
I remember one of the last few calls me my dad ran. We were down there in Brown County, walking the property, and there's about 5 snakes. Just like I don't know what they do when it's hot out, sunbathe or something outside the.
They sun
fence.
themselves.
Yeah, they're just outside the crawl
Were they
space fence.
black? Were they brown? Were they poisonous? Did you tell?
Yeah,
what
they
that-
were poisonous. They were snakes.
Yeah.
So I
Not
mean-
all
That's
snakes
right.
are poisonous.
Oh, yeah, they are.
No, they're
They
not.
are
Yeah.
absolutely
In some
poisonous.
way, in some way, they are.
Yeah, a snake, it's poisonous.
I'm looking at Alexandra. This is what I have to deal with every
So to
week.
answer your question, yes.
Yes.
But yeah, every critter. I mean, it's one of those things where, especially if you're actually dealing with critters and rodents in the crawl space. There are things you can do to help that out too with encapsulation and things like that. Your ant problem could be from the crawl space as well.
But Terry likes her ants.
I don't. I don't want them in the house. I just don't want to. I mean, I understand that we don't all work together well, but I don't. I hate the idea of putting
They're
something in a
ants.
trap.
What's the weirdest thing you ever found in a crawl space?
The weirdest thing.
The
I've ever
weirdest
found?
thing you ever found? Because
we
a
got
lot of people used to
weird
just
stuff.
build over the top of stuff.
So at our office, we got a whole section called Crawl Space Treasures. And so, you know, over the last, 15 years, unique things we find or a cruise find we keep up there. And so it's it's got everything from like old bottles to like, a huge old model airplane. Just everything you could think of.
That's cool.
We have found down there.
Something might be worth some money down there you're finding.
Any bones?
Yeah, but not humans yet.
Okay.
How about this was rather sad, but there was a cat when I owned before I bought the doctor's office right next door to me because I was interested in medicine. Then it turns out you need a license. But anyway,
metaphysics.
There was we kind of the cat. There was just kind of a cat that disappeared.
In the crawl space?
A cat that disappeared.
Tends to be where they go.
You can stop there.
And then what happened was when we went to tear it down.
That's where you found the cat.
That's where we found the remains of the cat.
We probably ran into more dead cats, I
Now,
think,
do you
than
do-
anything
Is that
in
right?
crawl
Do you do
spaces,
duck
yeah.
cleaning? Do you do any of that
We don't
stuff?
do duck cleaning, no.
We sucked, you put that great big 14-inch hose on your cold air return. We pulled back some kitty bones.
Oh, yeah.
And they rattle through the ductwork as they're coming towards you.
no.
So you don't know what you're getting.
What in the world? If cats are in the ductwork?
They go down through the
they
they go
love
through
crawl
the
spaces.
either
They
through your
hate,
register.
They hate people so much they're willing to sacrifice their lives in a crawl space.
Sit in a crawl space till
Take
the
one
end.
for the team.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, we don't clean ducks, but conditioning your crawl space, you wouldn't have to really clean the ducks.
Do they
too
have
often.
any? Do they have any machinery that's helpful? Because every time we had to dig in a sump pit in the plumbing company, we had to do these little pony shovels. Is there any machinery that works for you, or is it still
Not in crawl spaces, not yet. I mean, custom shovels. We cut these shovels down. Each
call
crew
it a
guy's kind
custom
of got their own shovel, but now it's all still manual labor. I mean, our guys are very good at what they do. They've been doing it for a very long time. They get in there and they get after it, and it's just. If we're doing drainage system, it's hand digging. These trenches down there.
Man, that is unbelievable.
It's miserable.
Yeah.
Adam Swain is our guest. Let me ask you this question.
Absolutely.
Who is your employees that actually work in the crawl space? The longest tenured, the person that's worked for you the long tenured.
That's worked for us the longest.
That's been in the crawl space.
Oh, we've got.
I'm getting around to how long can you possibly do this job?
Oh, we've got guys that have been. I think I've got a foreman that's been with us for over a decade.
Is he still
10
getting in?
years.
Is he still in
he's
crawl
still,
space?
Yeah, he's still getting in there. Maybe not as fast. I mean, he's more of like a general out there now, kind of directing guys.
You know what the number one
versus
injury was
working.
for my plumbers getting in the crawl space?
I bet you're going to tell us.
No, gouging their back as they go in through the opening.
The access. Well, that's where you need to get calls for new crawl access.
New crawl
Yeah,
access.
then you won't be gouging your back anymore.
Well, Adam, thanks for coming in, buddy.
Absolutely, guys.
Always
Wait a
good
minute,
to see you.
I'm not sure I'm done.
Well, he was giving you the break sign.
Do you have more?
Well, I know, but I thought maybe.
What do you
When
think?
has that ever
Do you have
stopped
any more
that?
questions?
Yeah, I have some more questions. Can you stay over just one more segment?
Yeah, I'll stay as long as you
Oh
need
wait,
me.
do we have? No, it's not time for. Do you have in the weeds?
That was in the 9 o'clock hour.
Did we do it?
We're good. We're good.
We'll get it done before the show's over.
We got guests. This is more important.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, do you really want to learn
done.
about algae?
239-9393. Thank God we missed that.
Yeah.
239-9393. If you have a question for Ken Swain, anything about a crawl space or water, but I want to ask about the outside and how what people can do to prevent water from coming into their homes as far as surface water. Coming right back, 93 WIBC.
This hour on 93 WIBC, powered by
And I will wait for you.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Saturday's Home and Garden program brought to you in part by the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Ken Swain. Oh, Ken. That's the second time.
It's
Adam
Adam.
Swain.
Ken was
Can
his
you,
dad.
can you turn on his mic?
Hello?
There you
we're
are.
good. We're back.
There you are.
They were
Just had to
conversating.
move
Terry
it up a
is
little
here, and Danny is here, and Ethan is here, and
Allison's on break.
Alexandra.
Alexandra.
Right. It's a hell of a name. We're
Hey,
going
we
to
need
have to
to
work on that.
we need to let everybody know.
We'll circle back.
You're going to be
Not
gone
gonna-
for 2 weeks. Are you going to Maine? Is that where you're going?
I'm going to Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
And then to be part of the mafia, and then to Maine for a business meeting.
When are you going?
What's that?
When are you leaving?
I'll be gone the next 2 weeks. I'm leaving early next Saturday morning, and you're going. You're coming for half the trip. I
I am.
That's what
I'm going
Beth
to be
said.
right. I'm going for the business end of
Yeah.
it.
So Terry will
I
be
know.
gone.
Not the mafia part.
Yeah.
Not the Rhode
I thought I
Island
was the one
mom
who got the
side.
business end. Yeah.
But
That's funny about Rhode Island. It was the base for a lot of mafia
Still is.
operations.
Still is.
But that they didn't want to live in New York and they didn't want to live in Jersey, so they went to Rhode Island.
Makes sense.
That's where all the liquor came through.
Yeah.
Pat, from the Roaring 20s.
really can't get lost there. It's just like 40 by 40, 40 miles by 40 miles.
So you just rent the big house, bring the whole family in, and off you go.
Yeah. Beth has some cousins out there. Beth, my wife's father, was stationed at Fort Bend, and Beth's mother happened to be a secretary. Sounds
I
like
didn't realize he was in
sounds like
politics.
sounds like the colonel. The colonel was messing around with the secretary.
Huh. In Indianapolis, that's normal.
So he was he was an East Coast transplant, and then he was professor at IUPUI.
I thought you were going to say he was paroled.
This is Beth's side.
This is Beth's side. They're very they're very East Coast, very intellectual people.
That's what the perception is. Yes, that's what they are.
Very smart. One time,
Right.
one of them asked me, "It's like this is true. This is in the '80s. We've been going out there for a year, and it wasn't one of the family. It was a friend of their families." They said, "Serious question. What do you do for fun
in Indiana?"
In Indiana,
I think
said,
about this every day.
And I just said we run through the cornfields.
No, one of my friends from Houston came and stayed with me, and I had the biggest time trying to figure out what to do for fun in Indiana.
Lots of stuff.
I know.
Lots
I'm
of
so
stuff to do.
fake.
There's so much to do.
Alexandra Barker joins us.
There's
She's
so
a horned
much to
toad
do here.
from Texas.
Lots of
There's
stuff
so
in
many
Indiana.
things.
Oh my!
Oh my
You been to
gosh.
Indiana Beach?
Even Siri has suggestions.
Oh,
Yeah, I bet.
did you see?
I
Yeah,
bet.
we just run through the cornfields.
Absolutely.
So Adam Swain.
Yes.
So what can people do? I mean, obviously, I think it's important to have your crawl space inspected.
Absolutely. Yeah.
When I was younger, I was in my crawl space all the time.
Yeah.
Because
I
That was
remember
just to get
hearing
away from
about
5
stories
kids.
about that.
Yeah, we were just,
Just where you hang out.
but I just don't, at my age now, my advanced age, because I could literally drop dead at any moment.
Are they still very
Pleasant
like
thoughts.
like you can't stand up in a crawl space, right?
No. Well, some.
Some
I mean,
of
it
them
depends.
can.
Each house is different, but I mean, Pat's right. I mean, the best thing is, have it inspected, and maintaining things down there as well. But if you haven't been down there in a while, or you can't get down there, or you don't like getting down there, give us a call. It's a free crawl space inspection. We'll let you know what's going on down there.
You just do a little video and stuff.
Oh yeah, we're going to do a complete inspection, take the pictures and everything, and come up and go over it with you and kind of let you know what we're seeing. And
Do you have a wall of
some
fame of the
recommendations.
office of the crappiest crawl spaces before and after on your?
We do have a couple pictures of them. We've last couple of years we've ran into some really crazy ones. It seems like when you get one that's the worst you've ever seen. you can't say it because it's not going to be too long before you come into another one that, okay, here's the worst
You don't
I've
say
ever
the worst
seen.
Is there would there be a sign? And maybe you already talked about this when I wasn't in the room. But is there a sign that there's something wrong down there?
Yeah, I mean, you've got, so if we're talking crawl spaces, there's a lot of signs that, you can look for. Basements too, in basements, especially finished basements, like I said, when you're, get a big rain, you walk that perimeter, you're feeling water down there on the carpet, things like that. In crawl spaces, yeah, there's plenty of signs. I mean, if you're starting to feel, your floor unlevel, you're seeing some cracks and things like that in the drywall, that's a good time to call us and have it looked at. If you've got a sub pump down there that you know of, but you haven't heard it, kick on, or you haven't seen it kick on in the past 2 months, there's a good chance it's not working, because it definitely should have with the amount of rain we've got. So yeah, anything that comes to, crawl spaces and basements, when it comes to water, it leads to all the other issues. And so protecting that.
Yeah, I always say that the problems don't stay there.
No,
they go throughout the house.
They go through the house. I mean, mold growth, wood rot, all of that, that starts in the crawl space with water, moisture.
It goes all the way up to the roof deck, and in the wintertime, it can rain in the wintertime if you're up in the attic.
I had that.
Yeah, you get that condensation up there too, caused by the crawl space stack effect. If you really dive into it, but it's protecting your investment, your house, and at the same time protecting your family's health, because that's all the stuff you're breathing in. Up to 60% of that air in your house is coming from the crawl space. So you really want to make sure that your crawl space is in good shape. Doesn't have the mold growth, the mold spores, anything like that. So, and we take care of all
I think a little
that.
Stachybotrys is good for everybody. I mean,
I don't
it's like
know
a
if
cologne.
everybody thinks that, but it could be, I guess. But I would say most don't like the mold in the crawl space, and so we do. We remediate that, but more importantly, it's fixing what caused it to begin with. That's one of the things that.
How many times do you go out and just find a simple thing that's people don't realize they have a negative grade, or they have a downspout that's dumping directly onto the crawl space?
Oh yeah. I mean, it happens. I wouldn't say a whole lot of times, but yeah, there's plenty of times we go out and it's just this is disconnected. We'll reconnect it. There are some calls where things are you're in good shape down here. So yeah, it happens, and us being the most honest around, we're going to let you know that. So
very good. Adam Swain. Adam, thanks for spending a little time with us.
Give him that phone number.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Alexi.
Alexandra.
Alexa.
We'll get there.
The big A over there has a question for you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, yeah.
Ask away.
When you're on a radio team, you have to be ready to contribute. So
right,
go ahead and ask your question.
I'm all ears.
What's a crawl space? Sorry, get out of here, Adam.
No, we have a crawl space at
It's
and
okay.
I've never
So-
opened the
It's all right.
door.
Alex?
I don't look at it. I pretend it's
Your
not
parents
there.
don't know
Most
good
people
punishment.
do that.
Do you have a brother that lives down there?
I mean, maybe a secret one. I'm an only child, so we'll circle back.
As far as you know.
As far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
most
never
don't
see
like
your
what we
parents
do.
throwing food down to the.
No, I did watch a horror movie about that though.
About the crawl space.
I think it's
Yeah,
called
there
the
were
crawl
like
space.
these two kids hiding in the crawl space, but then it turned out to be like her postpartum depression, like illusion. It was a very odd movie.
Okay.
I
Is
wouldn't
that called the
recommend
crawl
it.
Wow, way to bring the show down, Alex. Yeah.
Put that on
That's
your
my
wall
only
of fame
experience
there,
with
Adam.
crawl
I'm gonna take
spaces.
her
So the
out.
question
We're having a
So-
great time. We're having a great time here with one of our sponsors, and you
All of
have
a
brought it
sudden-
down to this.
I missed the question.
All-time
though.
low.
What was the question?
There was
sad.
none.
There was no question. No.
Thanks, Adam.
But no, absolutely, guys. I love having or coming on here, and yeah, if you need the inspection, you need things looked at, 317-407-1868 or SwainCoLLC.com.
What is it? Oh, 1868.
Yeah, 317-407-1868.
You just said it's like
1868.
scared me that I've been giving out the wrong number all these years.
No, I have
407-1868.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
You
fine.
just said 18. It just kind of threw me.
Oh, it's
That's
my
all.
fault.
No,
I can do
no,
that.
it's my fault.
317-407-1868.
That makes
There
me
you
feel
go.
much
Yeah.
better. We're coming right back with more 93 WIBC.
Tony Katz.
The ownership is transferred to his daughters, taking over a family business of this magnitude, this much in the public.
light spell, a truth no one can tell. And I was still a secret to myself. Light me up, I'm wasted in the dark. Rush me restless.
That's all on camera, which is the funny part.
Alexa?
Alexandra.
Whatever. All right, who was that? Musical group. Did you have your headphones on?
I heard like the tail end of it. It sounds familiar.
It's the Beatles.
Oh.
No, Ethan, who was it?
Did you know who it was?
No.
You sure?
I'm going to
It's
say
probably one of your favorites.
Mumford and Sons.
It is Mumford
That
and
was what I
Sons.
said. You stole my
I get
idea.
the Luminaires and Mumford and Son kind of like
Yeah.
pushed together.
They have similar sounds,
Yeah.
similar vibes. I did have to say, though, before we get crafting, I took my friend from
Oh.
Houston to the Yellow House the other day to look
Oh,
around.
to your Sullivan Yellow
Oh.
House.
Yes.
You did. So
I
you've been
did.
in my
I did. My parents have been gatekeeping the Yellow House from me. I just went for the first time this summer. I said, we live 5 minutes from here. How could you not show me this little cute
You got to go.
house?
Have you ridden the train? If you haven't ridden the
No,
train,
I
you
know.
got to get
They've
the
kept you.
I know.
What kind of childhood did you have?
She was in the crawl space.
I mean, you say that you say that
They were
you didn't
gatekeeping.
go on the train because you lived in Zionsville. People come from like Fort Wayne to ride the train. Your parents don't love you.
He's guilting you. Be careful.
No, I'm just
We
saying.
rode the train at the zoo.
No, that sucks.
That's not the
that
same.
train sucks because it goes through the
not. Don't
parking
say
lot.
that.
Well,
No.
and it's
Oh,
about it's.
no,
I
it
will
doesn't.
say, I swear, it's broken half the time.
Yes,
or
it
the
is.
roller coaster.
You
That
know,
roller coaster.
Not as much as a soft serve over at McDonald's, but
I swear.
but no, doesn't that train go through? I need to go over and work on that train with
Reroute
the
it.
zoo.
You're thinking of
it's
the
not
trolley.
like your train.
Yeah.
I mean, the two are completely different.
Oh, I understand, but doesn't it? Can't you see the
Well,
employee parking lot?
Look, your trains work
Yes,
just
you
through
can see the
like
employee parking.
4 weeks, right? 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Their trains have to run a lot.
So it should be better.
They just
If
have a
it's
lot more
permanent.
problems. They're like our elevators here.
I do have a
No, I don't have a problem with it
Just,
working. I just
you
it's
know.
the parking lot that bugs me.
Well,
It's the parking lot.
The employee parking lot.
Employee parking
Hey,
lot.
can we talk to Fulton?
Oh, is Fulton here?
We're going to talk to Cousin Eddie.
Cousin Eddie.
Cousin Eddie?
Okay, there we go.
Cousin Eddie joins us on the program. Hi,
Yay.
Cousin Eddie.
Good morning. I'm trying to get to Allisonville
Good luck.
to get up there and buy me some plants so I can get my plant fix. But I have been on 465 for an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh man.
It is a parking lot.
It's the new toll booth.
I am.
What's going on? Is there
I
an
am
accident?
Construction.
I think it's an accident, but I'm also stuck behind an oversized load that takes up 3 lanes of traffic.
Wow.
Eddie, are you going to church?
You
Man,
No,
something's
I'm not
wrong
going
here,
to
man.
church. I'm coming up there to preach to Pat. He needs to fix this road.
So here's what I would do. I would just get all the way over to the left and just go on the. I would just drive on the breakdown lane.
On the
They've
left.
got it blocked with police.
See, must be something. Must
Do
be
they know?
trash.
Do they know who you are?
I'm about to yell out and say, "Hey, I'm trying to get to Pat," and they make me let me through.
Cousin Eddie,
I
you
know
gotta get
people.
off of that road. Just go.
Can't.
Forget about it.
He's on 465,
You can't-
kiddo.
For,
You-
on
you can't.
465,
You're trapped
you
on
can't even.
four-
You're trapped. There's not another exit.
You can't from.
You're a dead stop.
Give me 30 minutes and I'll
We're the
land
dead
on
stop.
top of that load with the gyrocopter and pick you up,
It's
Eddie.
terrible, Eddie. I'm sorry. And you know what? Pat will just bring it out to you.
56th Street.
Mm.
We just passed 56th Street, and we've been sitting now for about 20 minutes just still.
I think that's construction. Out on the east side, Eddie?
No, we're behind this great big huge
East side or
wide
west?
load,
East side or west
and
side?
he's not moving.
Over by on the east side.
There's 256 streets
East
on
side.
there.
know,
Yep,
east side.
465 Fall Creek area.
Yeah, that's the last
Yep.
exit until you get up to Castleton, man. Sorry.
Yep, and it's a roadblock.
But
Yeah.
you think it's?
So,
Do you think it's an accident or do you think it's construction?
well, I think it's an accident because in front of us I can see the traffic and it's just a dead still, and then there's about a half a mile of a break, and then we're behind this great big wide load.
Okay.
And he's just
All
sitting.
right.
He won't move.
All right. What you need to do? Oh, we got to go.
Got to go, Eddie.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
Hour
Gotta
number
go.
3 is
Okay.
coming up. 93 WIBC.
Broadcasting from the Technology Recycling
caller said that they're kind of stopped on 465. Do you have any info there?
Yeah, from my look at it, it says due to construction.
Liars.
And then I see on our chat it says Bo Denham says crash on I-465 northbound at I-69, 2 lanes closed.
Oh, there you go. That would do it.
Oh, well, either way, whether it was a crash or
Either ways,
everybody has been sitting in
Yeah,
traffic on the
but
outside.
there's a big difference here because when it's construction, you can get angry, but someone may be hurt. So we're just sit go.
You always guilt us into feeling bad about griping about traffic.
Can we get Big John out there in the WIBC Whirlybird?
I miss that guy.
Yeah, I see it down there.
What's it look like? What's going on, John?
I don't know, but that lumber truck fell over and there are nails everywhere.
Oh, boy.
Are those my clothes that are strewn on the lawn of my home?
I can't beat on my chest like that. Those
Yeah.
gorillas have really got something going on there.
I don't think you're supposed to use I think you're supposed to use a flat hand.
That's a little bit better.
That's
Okay,
better. Denny
Big
he was using a closed fist
Yeah, I
on his
figured
chest.
that's knocking
like,
the wind out of me.
Concerned
Yeah.
for him for a second.
Yeah. It was a big bass sound, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Jared, what are you going to do the rest of the weekend?
That's a good question. Probably stay indoors where it's cool.
Gonna do any drinking?
Now
Hey.
that you bring it up.
Hey, do you want to cover what could be an interesting deal here? It's kind of like a WKRP turkey drop. So at our store, we're doing the hotter it is, the bigger the discount on plants. And now that I think about this, I'm really encouraging people to wait until the highest heat to go out,
93 degrees, you get 30% off?
25.
25% off. So
And
you're waiting
then-
for people to drop in the store for the
Right.
best discount because then they can't check out.
If you pass out, you don't get the discount. You have to get to the register. But I started feeling bad about that, and I do want to say, don't go or just come and be in the air conditioning. One of our young staff, we have a lot of young people.
Yeah, don't
And
die.
they will go out and get whatever plant. They'll bring the whole garden center into you, but don't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful idea.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I'm facing, yeah.
Come on over and learn how to use the
Can't wait till
defibrillator.
WTHR covers that. Our Pat Sullivan encouraging people to go out into the dangerous heat to get a discount. Pat, what do you have to say about that? Go Pacers.
Yeah, this is Morgan and Morgan. Can I speak to the CFO, please?
I've never been sued by them.
Morgan and Morgan?
No.
I saw a video about him. He is a billionaire's billionaire.
Yeah, I saw.
Did
I
you
saw
see
something.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's big. They're
Okay.
from Florida, I think. But
I
no,
think-
I don't think I've got sued by Hensley. Who was the last one that sued me? They got a place down. They got an office down here. Nice people.
Mr. Sullivan?
Hey, listen. See you, Jared.
Can you
Is
go-
this it? Are you out for the day? No, you have another one?
We got another one.
Okay, great. All right. We're going to party down.
Can't wait.
Jared Lewis from the WIBC Newsroom.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys. That really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools. Power tools. Power tools. Yeah, you just plug them in the wall.
Look at the
and they go
time.
all
I've never been. Have you ever been sued by Von Wamsley?
Oh, no, but I know who you're
He's a
talking
good-looking guy.
about. Von Wamsley.
Von Wamsley.
Can't remember. Is he look like?
Oh, he
what
looks
does it
like.
look like?
Well,
No, don't insult somebody who's suing you, okay? You don't need a grudge.
no. I'm
just
saying.
ask JMV. JMV knows about getting sued.
John, have you ever been sued by Von Wamsley?
I have not. Von Wamsley, that's a firm name right there.
Yeah,
Right?
so-
You think that's his real name, or did he just make that
No,
up
I
to
think
be
it's
firm?
I think it's its real name.
He was the
he's
first-
a
Von
good.
Wamsley.
Yeah, he was
Hey,
the
I
first
will-
attorney
I
to
will-
be on the back cover of the Yellow Pages. I remember him that way. He's
Even
been
before
around for a long
Stanley Kahn.
Oh, yeah, Stanley caught nobody.
Stanley Kahn had the sweetest hair of all time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of all time.
It's
Hey, so there's an attorney in Fishers that sends me crap all the time, or at least he has recently. And I hope he's a really good attorney because he doesn't know a damn thing about basketball. Zero.
Ooh.
Nothing.
Oh, you're calling him out.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's an attorney in Fishers, and he thinks he's smart. And I'm assuming he is about what he does. So I'm sure he's a great attorney. But, man, don't ask him about basketball because he doesn't know his ass from nothing.
Wow.
Seriously. Zero.
Calling him out.
So do you guys, does he just send you on the chat on the YouTube?
Well, here's what people do, and this is kind of what gets to me, especially because I've been an 8-year supporter. When everybody else is bagging on Miles Turner, I've supported him here, and it's paid off. Just like I've supported this team, it's paid off. They're in a decisive seventh game of an NBA Finals coming up tomorrow, and I've defended him. And then now, when Miles doesn't have a good game, which we have seen in this finals offensively so far, it's almost like I don't have a good game. So I get all these clowns that send me, and when I can tell when it starts with, quote, your boy, I can tell that I'm going to fire back at these idiots, and this Fisher's attorney idiot is one of them.
Do you encourage people to call in and discourse, or do these people just voluntarily chew you?
No, they voluntarily. They know what they're doing. Like, it's funny. There's some guy that called in and started going off on Miles last week. And listen, I'm critical on him just like I am anybody else. But he calls in and starts talking all this stupidity, and I wailed on him. I mean, he knew what he was doing. He knew the response he was going to get. And then somebody called me and said, hey, you don't normally act like that. Why did you act like that? And I said, because I don't normally. That's not how I'm built. But this guy called in for that reason. He wanted that response. He knew exactly what he was going to get, and I was going to disappoint him, and I gave it to him. So
he kind of
that's
baited
kind of what
you.
happened. No, it's not even baiting. It is me. My philosophy is from Roadhouse. Dalton, the late Patrick Swayze from Roadhouse. It's be nice until it's time not to be nice.
Ooh.
And I'm always going to be nice. I'm never going to start anything. But if somebody starts with me, I'm damn straight going to finish it. And that's what happened.
So your boy, Miles, I think, have you ever, do you talk to him often?
I've talked to him twice in my life, both on the radio.
I just think that he needs a pony.
What do you mean a pony?
Because his hair is
a ponytail.
Yeah, I think that his
ponytail.
The headband.
A little horse that you could ride around.
No, not a ponytail. I just think that if he could pull some of that hair back, I think that his shot would be a little cleaner.
Yeah, here's what he needs right now, and people play basketball. You kind of understand this on whatever level it might be. He just needs to see one go through.
Yes, he does. I was just going to say.
There's a term that we use called broke as a joke. There's one when you're going well, you're in a zone. I'm in a zone. When you're not, you're broke as a joke, and he's broke as a joke. And here's how you can tell. Again, 8-year supporter, and I probably watch more basketball from him and overanalyze more basketball from him than anybody. You can tell he normally misses long or short. His misses have been left or right, side to side. So upon his release, he is shooting it with no confidence. Thus, he doesn't know where it's going right now.
Yeah, it's been crazy because I've seen nights where he just is on fire.
He doesn't know where it's going, and he needs to see a 3 go through like everybody's going to need air conditioning coming up in the next 5 days. He really needs to see one go through. And really, it's like anything else, guys. Whatever you're doing, whatever your trade might be, whatever your career might be, just in general, day-to-day work, when you see something positive happen, you can always play off of it. And defensively, I'll give him credit because he's still hanging with it. He's not going to hang his head and pout about it. He's playing on the defensive end. But they need his help offensively, and especially that three-point shot, and he needs to see one go through because you can tell he is shooting with zero confidence right now. And you can also tell, guys, because he defers. There are a lot of shots he's passing up now because he doesn't have that level of confidence.
And he's getting some really good looks, too.
He is getting good looks. And you can just tell if it's side to side, then he doesn't know where it's going, and he's got no confidence. If it's, he'll try to dial it in if it's short or if it's long. You can always kind of tell that. But yeah, it's playing with his mind a little bit when he shoots it, but he is not allowing that to affect him on the defensive end, which is good because the biggest strength of this team is just that, being a team, and other people have picked up that slack offensively. But boy, is he necessary in Game 7 tomorrow night, guys.
And then
Big
John,
time.
and when you look, and I've asked this question of others, when you look at what the team could look like next year, he could be gone, right?
You think?
Nah, he's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
Who could be gone?
Terry, he could be gone, but he's not going to be gone. He's coming back. I would expect them, because Steven Simon has mentioned that they are going to be willing to go in to the luxury tax, which they're not in right now.
Right.
And to me, you bring back the core group that you have, and then you try to add some pieces because you go into the luxury tax. I don't know why you'd want to mess with what is working right now, working and still growing, by the way, which is, to me, incredibly amazing. So it was kind of like I felt last year when they got swept in the Eastern Conference Finals by the Celtics, but, the games were close. I thought last year I said, hey, run this entire thing back. And people around here think that's a dirty term because the Colts have run it back so many times, and it's been, a mediocre mess. And people don't want to hear the run it back. But it was the best thing to do this year, and I think it's going to be the best thing to do next year. Now, if you can add pieces, you want to do that. But I would keep this group together because this is where we're going in the NBA. This is a team concept. It's won over people around here. It's made fans around here. And you can see around the country, the NBA fans are kind of starting to recognize that the team concept is one you can latch onto and go with now, as opposed to having one or two big stars and then this kind of filling in the gaps everywhere else. You're going to see this work because really OKC guys plays, they have the same type of personnel and build here. They go with the team concept too.
I got to tell you, it's been working, and if you're a boss as a coach, you want a broad-based team like that. You want 9 or 10 or 12 guys. You don't want 1 or 2 or 3 stars because not only that, if you have 1 or 2 or 3 stars, one of those guys is going to hold you hostage for something.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I love the way they've done it.
It's awesome. John, you said a couple of weeks ago that if the Pacers make it to the finals, that it could really change the NBA.
I think it will.
I think Oklahoma's the same type of team, though.
They are. Yep.
So the 2 finalists this year.
Hey, I'll give you 2 examples of that too, and you've seen it when teams bow out of the postseason so far. They have reinforced, organizationally speaking, the team concept, and also reinforced that these guys are in the best shape of anybody, but they have talked about how they have to be in better shape. Why is that? It's because of the pace of play and the depth of these 2 teams that are playing in the finals. And I think that is going to have carryover to other teams that see how you're going to win. And you also factor in the East where the Pacers are. You're going to have Milwaukee going through a big transition with no Damian Lillard all year. Boston with no Jason Tatum, a big transition. So the time is now. The golden era has already started with Pacer Sports and Entertainment, and you're going to ride. What do they say? Ride it until it bucks you. Right, that's kind of a horsing term right there.
I think we just ride the wave.
You ride it until it bucks you, and that's what they should do.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of exciting, man. It's gone on 2 months. We just completed 2 months of the playoffs.
So fun.
We have not done a hashtag Ask Pat, and it's almost 4th of July. It's incredible.
I know. It's crazy, and it's
on behalf of the listeners, I'm delighted.
I am too. Well, I am too because that means the Pacers are playing.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun.
It's been fun also to watch how the media is like looking for every kind of. I mean, we're doing it too, right? You're trying to find any kind of story, whatever the twist is. How can we, who do we get next? And it just continues and continues, and before long, you're like, well. Okay, we will start to rotate the ones we had in the beginning. We'll bring back Eddie and everybody. It's fun. It's fun for the media too. We're having a great time, and so is
I think
the
it's brought the
fans
city to life.
With all the other stuff that's going on, it's just so nice that we're all united in this one thing.
It is. We're so Terry. That's a great point. It's so rare that we're like that.
Yeah.
And it is kind of an embracing moment where everybody, kind of agrees on the same thing around here regarding the Pacers. That's pretty cool.
All right, we got to go, but handicap the game on, is it just, it's a flip a
There's
coin?
zero way I'm picking against the Pacers.
Yeah.
Pacers going to win. We're going to have a celebration and a parade, and we're going to talk about this. I don't care what happens after tomorrow night. This team is my favorite of all time, and we'll talk about it forever. But I'm not going to pick against them. I said 7 games, the Pacers, at the beginning of this series. I'm sticking to that. Wow. Pacers win tomorrow night, and we celebrate like we've never celebrated before. Believe me, guys, I've celebrated at a high level. This is going to be a new level even for me right here.
Yes, sirs. Yes, sirs.
All right, John.
So fun.
Hi, guys.
All right, see you.
All right, brother. See you.
JMV. You know what? We forgot to talk about the JMV takeover.
6 o'clock to midnight.
6 till midnight on that is on B105.7. John, you can find him Monday through Friday on 93.5 and 107.5. It's
The Fan.
It's very confusing. All right, we're coming right back with more 93 WIBC.
Kendall and Casey.
How was your
that it's moving quickly. Oh, now you're crying, you're in pieces, because the only love you've ever known is Jesus.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Pat Sullivan, Denny Smith, Terry Stacy. Allie is here as
Alexander Barker. Alexandra Barker.
I did. One of my grandparents, that side of the family, used to call me Allie. But
Yeah.
when I was in middle school and I went through a rapper phase, it was a really big thing at Park Tudor for all of these middle school. No.
Stop the show.
We're just gonna leave it right there.
No.
It was a really big thing.
Wait a
for
minute.
middle
No,
schoolers
no.
at Park Tudor School to be rappers.
All right.
And so my
You've gotta
chosen
have a
rapper
song.
name was Allie B.
Allie B.
Yeah.
Can you give us a couple, just a little?
I don't know. I didn't really see. Here's the thing. I didn't really rap. I wrote music, and that is a hobby that has since died because it's cringy and no one wants to hear about.
There's 4 of us in the
7th
studio
grade
with you, and we're dying to hear it. And your mom's at home, and she's listening.
Well, you know
She's
what?
going to be
See, this is
embarrassed
the
out of her
point.
socks.
Exactly. This is why.
You
we
got something
can't.
for us, Ethan?
Yeah, hold on,
Bust it out, Ethan.
All right, here
he's good.
goes Ethan.
All right, how's my levels? They're pretty good.
You're
here?
Levels
You're
good.
You're good.
It's the Home and Garden Show. Don't you know?
That's
I
it?
had those two. I was really confident in those two.
Yeah.
My dad can bust out some banger lines. I don't know how he does it.
Whoa.
I'm not built for this.
Let me.
Maybe
you
we
gotta,
need him
You
on
gotta
the
watch
show.
those words around this crowd. Banger for everybody who doesn't know.
It's a bop. It's a good song.
Okay, you're going in the wrong direction.
Okay.
So let's come back. So it's like a good song.
A banger.
A banger?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when we have a good event, it's a banger.
Now you're
Yeah.
going to Maine. If a banger
Yes,
is a hot
but
dog in
it's
Maine.
mostly relating to music
Well,
specifically.
according
But
to you
yes.
youngsters,
Oh, sorry.
remember
Alexander
there was somebody
Barker
on
is
this
bringing
earth,
us
young
old
lady,
folks
before
down here.
y'all came around.
You're right.
All right. You know, children should be seen and not heard.
Oh, we've heard that before.
Whoa.
All right, we'll come back. We'll find out more about Allie. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh.
Wait, lock it
Ethan
out.
was no.
hold on.
We're going to
Keep
jump
talking.
to. We're going to find somebody here that wants to talk to us from Michaela's.
From Michaela's.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah.
Michaela from Michaela.
Yeah.
That's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
Michaela
Yeah, it
from
is.
Michaela. Michaela from Michaela. Michaela from Michaela.
So,
Michaela from Michaela.
If Ethan was not rapping, he would have been like
on the camera.
posting up this phone call
That's
for
right.
us.
I'm just such a big distraction.
I know you
Yikes. Yikes.
Well, they found out you were a horn-toed, and they just couldn't.
You know,
Couldn't let it go.
are.
Horn
Actually, anybody.
I'm a Speedway
like
spark
anything
plug. I
out
can
of the
call you a
ordinary
horn-toed.
around here is a distraction. We don't do well.
Michaela's on the phone.
Here we go. Hey, Michaela, how are you?
Good. How is everyone? Staying cool?
Well, we were always cool.
It's a banger.
Always.
It's a banger.
It's a
yeah.
banger, Michaela.
Look at y'all learning some of these new words. Absolute bangers.
Yeah. So
My kids teach me these words. Even though I'm only 34, my 9-year-old teaches me everything. The Riz.
the Riz is
skibbity
out.
toilet.
The hug.
Riz is
Yeah.
out. Did you know that
man,
Riz is
hard to
on the way
keep up
out?
with it.
Really?
Okay, so
No.
what's the toilet called?
I don't know.
The
Oh,
skibbity toilet.
skibbity
I
toilet
don't know what
Riz?
they mean. I just hear
Yeah,
them.
I don't know what that means either, unfortunately. That's a
Isn't
little...
it like a Minecraft? These kids, okay? Just give me the
No,
good
wait a
old-fashioned
minute. You're
words.
34 years old, and you're saying these kids?
These kids these days. I can't keep up with them.
Put them in the crawl space. Put them to work. Put them on the roof,
Michaela-
stripping off the shingle.
Michaela
You
from
know,
Michaela.
I don't want to get up there.
How many kids do you have?
I have two girls.
Oh, good for you.
Well,
they're
skibbity toilet
beautiful.
there.
They're
You're like
That's, did you just say Denny Skibbity Toilet?
That's what she was saying they call it. Skibbity toilet. I
That's
don't
what
know.
they call. I don't know what.
I
it
think it's
means.
when the
But
boys
it
leave
has
the
to be
seat
something
down.
good.
The other one is Ohio. If you say like, "Oh, you're in Ohio," it means like, "Oh, you're
Has to be
lame.
bad,
no one
right?
wants to like hang
Oh.
out with you because
Well,
Ohio's the
one thing
lamest
that's not
Midwest
lame
state."
it
is
is not.
Michaela's.
Ohio's a wonderful state.
I'm just that's what the kids are saying.
Kids.
You're
Hey.
Ohio?
Hey, we've got Michaela on the line
I'm
here.
sorry. I mean, now if you said Missouri,
Let's get back on track.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
Not,
wait a minute. I want
it's
to
not
talk.
an Ohio conversation.
I want to talk to Michaela about motherhood, and so Michaela,
I love it.
so you're 34.
Mhm.
You have 2 kids. How old are your kids? One is 9.
I have a 9-year-old and a 3-year-old.
Okay, so at Parents'
You really ought
Day,
to space them out a little bit.
at Parents' Day at
As you did.
school, you were actually going to look like a parent rather than
a student.
The grandparents are going to now. You see what I'm saying? People
No.
have their kids so late that at Parents' Day is going to look like Grandparents' Day.
Oh,
But not you, Michaela, because
boy.
you're repopulating the country. Do you have a dog
One
too?
kid at a time.
Do you have a dog?
We do. Dylan, he is the best dog. He's a dapper
See?
gentleman. Got an underbite. We're living the life.
Oh my gosh, you have done it all because you have shown everyone that you can have children and a dog at the same time.
Yep, and a
You
job.
can.
Oh,
You just
you're
give them
amazing.
food all at once. You just sprinkle some snacks on the floor and go, all right, kids, Dylan, here you go.
That's
Time to
perfect.
get
And now
outside.
I know why you're working at Michaela's.
Yeah, well,
Is that
yeah.
segue?
Yeah, I
See, I
can
pushed that right in there.
It's okay.
Gotta take care of these kids.
Yeah. Well, you obviously can handle a lot of different things at the same time.
Yes, you can.
Been doing some mitigating and remediation, huh?
Oh, is that the key word?
That's the key word.
There- oh, what a banger getting right into that. I'm learning. We're learning
Michaela, you
together.
have come out of your shell. You were a little bit mic fright shy, there for a while. You've
It's a
come
few
out.
times. Yeah.
I don't know what that
I feel
means.
like I'm a bit of a pro with you guys.
Yeah,
like
you're-
I'm gonna need my own spot.
All right, so
I'm
what's
trying to-
really busy? Are the flooded basements gone now or starting to dry out?
Yeah, with this heat coming along, two words that a lot of homeowners hear, and come in the insurance company as well, is mitigation and remediation. And although they sound similar, they mean two different things. So I thought we could talk about that briefly and what those differences are. So a good example of mitigation in this heat right now, kids decide to make a tub an indoor pool and splash around, fill it to the top, flood the bathroom, the hallway, their kids' room, maybe basement below. You're going to give Michaela's Corporation a call because we're 24/7, 365. We're going to come out, place fans, equipment, try and dry it in place, and make it a tub again. They learned their lesson. They got to have their fun. Remediation, on the other hand, maybe dad decides he's going to clean up all that water himself, grab every towel and blanket out of the linen closet, and clean it up. Then a few days later, mom starts to smell some mold, maybe a little lingering odor, a little gross on the baseboards. At that point, you're going to need remediation. Again, give Michaela's a call, 24/7, 365.
Look, those were good analogies.
Why is Dad always play the part of the stupid
Men are
person?
stupid. We learn to work around it.
There we go. No, my husband, he's super smart.
Oh,
but he
you're
would be like,
backing up.
Michaela, we could take care of this, Michaela. Grab every towel. I got it. We'll lay some fans. But he wouldn't be able to do it.
I
Not
think
like
you
Michaela's
wiggled your way out of
Corporation.
that one.
Well, there you go.
I did.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
hope he's listening.
Yeah, he is.
Now he's
Well, I
he's
hope the
happy
rest of
now.
your day is a banger. That work?
Slay on,
Oh,
Queen. Slay
perfect.
on.
Yeah.
I'm actually really
Oh,
proud
you
of
got
you
the
for that.
Riz. Right
There
there.
it is.
Oh,
That's
Michaela,
dead.
you're wonderful. Thanks for joining us, buddy.
See you,
All right,
Michaela.
we'll see you guys.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye-bye.
The number
Bye,
844-FIX-INDY. That's 844-FIX-INDY. Water storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaela's happens to help you through it.
This hour on 93 WIBC is powered by Pierce Jewelers, Carmel's Diamond Engagement Ring Store.
The construction industry in Indiana has depended on Quality Supply and Tool, a local family-owned business, to deliver quality sales and service over the last 25 years. The employees make the difference, like sales expert Nick Worley.
What sets us apart is we only offer quality tools and supplies from quality manufacturers. We have a quality trained sales and service staff knowledgeable of the products we sell and offer. Quality. It's in our name.
On South Harding Street in Indy, plus Jeffersonville, Bloomington, and Lafayette, Quality Supply and Tool thinks outside the box. Store.
Available 24/7, 365, and it's been a very, very busy time for the Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the return, the long-awaited return. It's Craft Corner with Terry, Stacy, and Allie.
Allie Oop.
Allie Oop.
Allie Oop is joining us
Allie
today.
B. Allie B.
Yes. Allie B. And we're making something
Allie,
that's
just pull that over, Allie.
not great, but it'll do.
Pull. There you go.
Hello.
You can watch live on our Facebook page, Home and Garden, Indiana.
Is anybody watching right now?
You know what? Denny's got my
Probably my
phone,
mom.
so he doesn't know.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. So what we're going to make today is a patriotic door hanger wreath knot.
That was a lot of words.
That's what we call this. This is what it's going to look
It's a
like, guys.
beautiful door decoration.
It is. And this is not it yet. This is not the completed product, the completed craft today. But what you're going to start with is, and if you can see it right now, it is kind of fun. It really is fun. You're going to need a round wooden board that you can get for, I think these are called plaque boards, and it's already got the hanger on it itself, made out of a little bit of a jute. And then this is going to be like $5. This is $5 if you want that.
Where are you getting that
Or
for
you can get any sizes. Well, you're going to go to dollar stores. You're going to go to Walmart. I got that at Walmart. Or you could use a square one, round, whatever you'd like. This is again going to go on your door, on your front door, or maybe it won't.
Deborah said.
Maybe a back door. I don't
Deborah
know.
said greetings from Florida.
Oh.
And
Hey, girl.
Dana said good morning.
Hi, good morning, Dana. So what we're going to do now is you're going to need your round board. You're going to need a little paint if you'd like to paint it a certain color. You're going to need some patriotic red, white, and blue if you'd like to, but you can use any color. You can use of the straws, paper straws. Or if you'd like to fill them with live or what you have cut, fresh cut flowers, you're going to use plastic straws. All right, and a little bit bigger than what we've got today. These are inexpensive. Got these at Hobby Lobby for, I think, 98 cents. Pretty inexpensive. So you're going to need a couple of packs of those as well. Basically, you're going to start out by gluing these beautiful red, white, and blue straws onto the wooden board about halfway up. Alley-oop.
And if you're listening on the radio, Terry's doing the best you can. You're just going to have an imagination.
Yeah, it's a board, and you're going to be using these straws. These straws are actually going to be like little vases for your flowers. Once you glue them onto the board, you're going to glue them all the way around. And once you're done gluing these all the way from side to side, again, you're making like a little.
Sherry says,
tray.
hello, ladies. And Robin is watching as well. Good morning.
Good morning to Robin. Thank you guys for watching. Again, this is something you can do with the kids. This is all they're going to need is your glue gun. You're going to need some scissors, some paint, a board of some sort, which is going to be your hanger on your door. And then I only brought for today, for example, some artificial flowers because I thought that would be easier than hauling around getting fresh flowers.
Bronco said he appreciates the patriotic theme.
I like it too, Bronco. Thank you.
That's Bronny Arsic.
Bronny Arsic. That's right. Once you get this done, and Allie, we will take this after you get this last straw on. Again, you're going to just put these about halfway up. Once you get that done, then you're going to actually take your real flowers if you have them. And if you do want to use real flowers and you do want to make the straws a little bit bigger, you can certainly use your glue, your hot glue, to fill the bottoms, to seal the bottoms of each of the straws, so you can put a little water in there. And I'll show you what I mean. Underneath here, if you're going to use live flowers or fresh cut, you're just going to take your glue gun and you're going to seal what you've cut off of those straws. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about.
If you have paper straws like this at Sullivan.
Paper straws?
Yes.
No, you know what? We would have some tubing. We can just cut some tubing for you.
Oh, well, you could use tubing if you
Sure.
want to.
We can paint the tube.
You could paint the tubes if you want to. But once you get these all on your board, glued on with your hot glue gun, then you're just going to take your scissors and you're going to cut around the excess, which has gone around there.
Larry is watching from a roundabout
There
in
you go.
Carmel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's what he said.
From a roundabout.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So, Alley-oop, if you would hold that, please. Yes. And then you're
But
going
of
to take
course,
your
madam.
flowers, which you have fresh cut, or your artificial ones, which I'm doing now. You're going to cut them, and then actually just sit right in each of the tops of the straws to make like a little vase. Do you see what we're doing?
It looks, yeah, I see the straw, and then you just can kind of change it out.
You can change it out.
Put your fresh flowers in there.
But again, if you're going to do that and you want there's to be some water in your tubes and you want them to be your straws a little bit bigger, seal the bottom of it with the hot glue gun. And then the water will stay inside and your fresh flowers or your cut flowers will go right inside and stay for a couple of days.
So you just water the door.
You're just going to put a little water in each one of those little straws.
Allie B is looks like she's suffering a panic attack from a craft class at Park Tudor. Look at her face.
I think it's cute. My mom would put that on our front door.
I mean, really, you would. I think you would put that on the door.
Mama J.
I do. I mean, I think,
It's
right?
cute.
I mean, it's
and you
not
can even
bad.
change the colors of the. See,
Denny, what
the
is
people
in
know what's
Denny's
up.
ear? Denny has a straw in his ear. Flip it around so you can see. That
Courtney
it's
loves all
interesting.
things patriotic. Deborah, and then Maggie, or Maggie, I wonder.
Maggie.
So glad she missed Craft Corner.
Girl.
Kind of a misspelling over there.
So this is what we've made for you today. I don't know what you call it, but
It's
it's
a
patriotic.
2D flower pot.
It's a 2D flower pot.
DIY.
Yeah.
DIY.
Yeah, for your door.
Yeah, and Denny had the audacity to look back at me crazy while he has
that's
a straw in
good.
his ear.
That's really good. A DIY flower pot for your door. I like it.
All right.
All right, we're wrapping it up. Thank you, Denny. Thanks for everybody watching. We appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed today's Craft Corner. Say goodbye, Alley-oop.
Bye. Send pictures if you make it. If you make the craft, you want to see,
Okay, first of
your
all,
version.
I am 64 years old. I have bad hearing, and it said, I thought you said, send pictures if you're naked.
That was
Is
not
that
in
what you
fact
thought
what I
too?
said.
I got nervous.
Yeah,
No, that was not in fact what I said. Let me clarify.
her home.
If you make your own version of this craft, DM us pictures so that we can see your version
Pictures
of
of
this
what?
craft. Your version of this craft.
Pictures of you doing the craft, not that she was
Naked, doing the craft naked is what she's saying. We got to get out of here. We're coming right back. 93 WIBC.
Okay.
Hammer and Nigel.
Weatherman upset that
Anthem that'll make y'all start dancing. Let me talk about this bona fide team. We got Tyrese Halliburton, and you know that it's for certain he'll be dropping dimes and taking the lead. And Andrew Nembhard, yeah, he's always been hard. He'll cross you over, got that lockdown D. You know that Pascal Siakam really got this place rocking too smooth with the mid-range piece. And Miles Turner with the block party banging just like Lottie Dottie. He can even step back for three. Aaron Neesmith, y'all don't want to mess with. He'll pick your pocket like what the hell he just did. And Benedict Mathurin, yo, it all matters when he's on the floor. Yeah, we're gonna win. Yes, sirs, it's time to shake the tree. A brand new model, not a brand new team. Yes, sirs, Indiana hoops and dreams. A Midwest thing, it's a family thing. Yes, sirs.
Very exciting. So, Terry, where will you watch the game?
Well, I have a system.
Okay.
And I'm very
Are
superstitious.
you superstitious about
I
this?
am.
Yep.
And the last 20 minutes, I watch it in the bathtub.
Okay.
That's very specific.
It's very specific because the games have been long, and David, my husband, works really early in the morning, so he tries to stay awake, so he watches it in a separate room. He watches in bed.
So is
And
the
then-
bathtub got water in it?
Oh, yeah, I'm soaking.
She's taking her bath.
I'm having my bath.
You didn't hear?
No, well, I heard she
And I
was
got
in the
the thing-
bathtub.
And then you have a-
I've worked with this
Fully
woman for 10 years.
So
She's
you have a
weird as
TV.
In the bathroom.
Okay. Thank God for GFIs, huh, Dan?
Amen.
So that's very
There goes
specific.
dropping the toaster in to get rid of her.
So what about, like, I have to sit in a certain
Do you
chair.
remember was it last week you went to someplace wrong?
Well, I did, and then I wasn't. There's a blue piece of tape in our restaurant that I have to stand on, and I did not, and we ended up losing. I'm pretty sure that.
Are we
do
that
that anymore.
superstitious?
Yes.
Grief.
I
Good
am.
grief.
I really am. I've become that way.
My personal opinion is that Tyrese just needs to keep playing on his strained ankle because he slayed. He played. He played pretty dang
about
good.
It. Let's not even talk about
He
it.
played pretty dang
He
good with
sure
You're
his
ruining the
strained ankle.
superstitions here, Allie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? The great thing about our team is that it's so deep, and anybody could be the star.
We have so
I mean,
many.
that's what's so cool.
Well,
I mean, look at McConnell. Oh, speaking of,
we gotta go.
Go to our social media at Sullivan Hardware.
Oh, it's
on our
good.
Instagram, we have a TJ McConnell video that we just put up
Really cute.
with a kid whose name is Thomas Hamilton. How about that? All right, hour number 4 is coming up, man. Do we have a plan for you? At least we will when we come back. 93 WIBC.
Broadcasting from the Technology Recycler Studios. This is Indy's Mobile News. 93 WIBC. WIBC HD.
some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys. That really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools, power tools.
Hey, good afternoon. Welcome. Pat Sullivan, along with my friend Denny Smith, Terry Stacy. Ethan is behind the board, and we have Allie B, Alexandra
Parker, B.
whatever. She is I don't know what she is. She just showed up. What are you? I mean, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
What is
I'm
it?
just hanging out with Terry for the day.
Okay.
Seeing what's up.
Oh, bring your
what the
kid
business
to
is like.
bring your kid to work.
Yeah, Shadow Day. Are you enjoying it? Are you thinking
I'm having
maybe this would
fun.
be something you'd like to do?
Absolutely.
We really aren't a good example.
No, I think this is the
Of
best
radio.
example you could possibly have. I'm having a great time.
When people come here and they hang out with us on this show, they're like, "Oh, this is so fun! I would love this. I could do this." And then we're really different than everybody else.
We really are.
We really are.
Well, and the great thing is on the weekend there's no bosses here.
It's just a one big YOLO.
Yeah, but they
What
turn
is
off
that?
the
A
lights to the
YOLO?
bathroom.
Oh, like
You only live
a
once.
yogurt? A yogurt?
No.
One big yogurt thing?
Unfortunately
only
not.
Live.
Is that what it was? YOLO?
See, even Denny knows.
I think it's
Come
yell
on now.
out loud only.
Now, do you know what
Yell
FOMO
out
means?
loud only.
Yeah, that's yesterday's news.
Okay, you
Yeah.
didn't know what
People don't say
YOLO
that
meant. It's from
anymore.
the same
Come on,
genre.
This
Same
is-
type
come on.
vibes. Come on now.
All right, this whole thing is off the hook.
You didn't have a T-shirt from like 2014 that just
Oh.
said YOLO on it?
No, I didn't.
No.
I just know that
Were
it's
you
a
really
yogurt.
living?
Now, Alexandra, I'm going to warn you that when your mom and dad start wearing that shirt, you're not getting any inheritance. Okay? When they start wearing you only live once stuff, they're sending a signal to kids that you're screwed. Okay?
Better start saving now.
You start saving now. Oh, my gosh.
Charlie joins us on the program. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, good afternoon and happy summer, everyone.
Happy summer! It's summer. The
That's
first day
right,
of
the
summer.
longest
That is
day
right.
is
This is
today.
the longest day.
Charlie,
I thought
you're
it was
longest
yesterday.
day.
Did I
We
miss
needed
it?
content
I
for
think
this.
yesterday was the longest day. I
Yeah,
think today
I
is the
think
first
it
full
was-
day of summer. But
Okay.
What Charlie said.
Yeah.
anyway,
Anyways.
Come on, Charlie. You want us to get more hate now?
excuse me. I have a little condo, and I had a plumbing inspection a few days ago. They recommended a new water heater, and they said that my water was very hard water. And since they said I didn't have room for a water conditioner, they recommended a water softener that does some kind of ionizing stuff. And I wonder if someone could explain that to me.
If there was a white paper done by Dr. Cho out of Pennsylvania that when we pass water through an electrified DC
Is that a
type
real
current-
person?
It really is.
There's no way.
Don't you read this stuff?
Dr. Cho?
I
I'm pretty
can't
sure.
say
I'll send you the white paper.
Making that
No, I'm not.
It was a paper done by Dr. Cho.
Anyway.
In
So
1964.
So smooth too. No
I know.
pauses.
Char-
Just kept
Wait
going.
a minute. I'm trying to help Charlie.
You're right. This is about
All
Go
Charlie.
right.
ahead. Go ahead.
So anyway, as we send it
Spill
through
the tea.
as we send it through a magnetic field, it's a rectified DC current, and it takes the calcium and magnesium, and it takes it out of pencil form and puts it into frisbee form. We call dendritics, is when all the pencils stack up, like Terry's Craft Corner. All those straws, that's what calcium does in a water heater without a water softener. So we've learned to treat it by sending it through this DC current, and we wrap bell wire all the way around the cold water inlet to the water heater, and it breaks it down. And not only does it break it down going in, but it'll actually will remove it, Charlie, from the oh yeah, you're part of the In the Weeds, Charlie. I don't know if you know that, but this is our
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is In the Weeds with Denny Smith.
So when calcium comes out of solution, it sometimes goes into this hard limestone type construction, and it's all about the dendritics, these pencils. So if we bombard that in a magnetic field, it breaks it all down, and it makes all this calcium look like little bitty Frisbees. And they just flush right out of the system. So
I like Frisbees.
You like Frisbees?
So do the dogs.
How we doing here, Charlie? Did I lose you?
No, it sounds quite interesting. And does it, so it kind of stops the hard water effect in plumbing going down the road. Does it cure any incrustations that have built up before?
Absolutely. That's what Dr. Cho. That's what Dr. Cho was saying. That we used it in the commercial, great big evaporator units for cooling. These evaporator towers. That's where they discovered it and started using it. But here's what you can do. Go to easywater.com. There are videos there. This was actually put together by a local engineer by the name of Bill Freege. And it really is genius, quite frankly. And I've got one at the house, and I've got water heaters that are 12, 13 years old now, and not a lick of lime on any of the aerators, bathtubs, nothing. It really now it's not water softening. We're not doing any ion exchange of calcium and magnesium. We're only breaking it down so it can flush out.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds really interesting. Thank you so much.
You bet. Good luck, Charlie.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks for being a part of In the Weeds. A little late, but we did it. Now, Pat, you and I
Charlie is going to go.
You're going to make fun of me about this,
but
you and I have gone over this 100 times, and it works.
Dr. Chow. The only, and we always, and you mentioned it. So, if you are accustomed to a water softener,
you're not going to have soapy.
You may not. You may not like this.
And that's the problem. Our wives, or at least my wife, she goes, "You can take care of all the calcium and magnesium you want. I just want the water soft for my.
I want the soft water too because I like to hug myself and pat myself on the back.
Be squeaky clean.
And I just like to say, "You're okay. You're okay. You're not Dr. Cho.
You're gonna get.
I'm going to send you that thing. In fact, I'll send it to Allison so she can post it.
There's no way that's true.
I was starting to doubt the easywater.com. That sounds a little suspicious.
What's the matter with you? You're here for 3 hours, and all of a sudden you're an expert on water quality.
Where
did you find this kid?
It sounds a little suspicious.
She has just a great, being able to kind of see through these things.
I'm looking at Dr. Cho, Pennsylvania.
I thought you were looking at easywaters.com.
Normally, Allison is...
Dr. Cho.
Oh, yeah, he's a certified plastic surgeon.
Wait
a minute.
And not only that, it's a woman.
Wait a minute. Does that say Cho Cho?
Oh, yeah, it's her name, Cho Cho. But that's not his name. This guy really is.
That is a stripper name.
No. Yeah, okay, so there's a Danny Cho. He's got a family practice. Carlene Cho, she's in Lecom Health. Dr. Sue Min Cho.
Cho will be on stage tonight at 8.
West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. I will get this posted.
Bring your bills.
I sure hope his name is Cho.
Coming right back with more 93 WIBC.
Tony Katz.
The ownership is transferred to his daughters, taking over a family business of this magnitude, this much in the public eye. That's a whole different level of
We can ride out in the darkness, chasing.
So we have a shadow in studio today, and everybody's asking on who's the girl with the brown hair? Is that Allison's replacement? No, Allison's on vacay.
Her, she slays.
She
Love
slays.
Her. I'm not her replacement.
Right, and this is Alexandra Barker, who has joined us. She's
We
just
like to
shadowed
call her
Craig.
Allie B.
Allie B.
That's what they call me on the streets.
Oh boy.
Get off the streets,
Your,
girl.
your parents,
Get in the house.
your
Your
parents
mom and I
are
are
going
not
to be
approving of
very,
that.
very proud.
Yeah. There's a reason you don't have a car here.
And you go? Where do you go to school again?
Texas Christian University.
She's a horn frog.
Go Frogs.
14,000. So are you? This was your sophomore year.
Yes, I just finished up my sophomore
So
year.
did you move into an apartment or something, or?
I lived in my sorority house this past year, and now I'm living in an off-campus apartment.
Okay.
About
and
a block
So
from
you're
campus.
still a member of said sorority.
Yes, I am.
So is that a kind of a normal thing where, I mean, could you stay in the sorority as long as you want?
Yes. The way TCU's housing is set up, so not all colleges are like this, but at TCU, the sorority houses are a part of on-campus living.
Oh, okay.
And TCU requires us to have 2 years of on-campus living, so living in your sorority house fulfills TCU's housing requirement.
Cool.
So a lot of people will live in a regular dorm freshman year, and then if they're in Greek life, live in their said Greek life house, and that fulfills their TCU housing requirement.
So do you like the sorority?
I do.
Good time. It's just a good center for you, kind of, because you kind of went down there not knowing anyone.
Yes, I knew there were 2 girls from my high school who were a couple years older, and then one girl who was in my class at Park Tudor also went there. But we played soccer together, but we were not close friends, I would say. And she's in a different sorority, so I don't see her as much. But other than that, I knew approximately 0 people.
So that sorority, it's kind of like playing rugby. Once you join the rugby team, you have all these friends. It may be the same with the sorority, I would guess.
Yeah, it's been really great. There's
That's
I
a
like
good analysis,
always
Pat.
having
Yeah.
something to do. That's always my favorite thing.
Are the girls mean?
That's a good question. Good question.
I would say it depends. I feel like in any sorority, there's a couple bad apples or a couple girls
The
that like
mean
to
girls.
start some drama.
Yeah.
Mean girls are a real thing.
I
They
think,
are.
but I think
they-
they're just kind of everywhere. Like
Oh,
I don't
listen,
think
they
you
turn
can
into
really.
mean women.
I could be in
So they're
any
not drawn
sorority.
to sororities. It could be over in the dorm, too.
Yeah.
Pat really
yes.
identifies because he's a mean girl. He really is. You know, he's a mean girl. Yeah. Can we see that one
Fear
more time?
me.
One more time.
Fear me, he says.
Is that your mean
We
girl?
have 34 people watching Pat, and I hope you
Be
just saw
very
Mr.
afraid.
Pat do that. Yeah.
34, that's an all-time record.
I think so.
All-time high.
So,
Anyway, well, thanks for joining us anyway.
I thought we should go ahead and
Thanks
talk
for
to
having
Fulton.
me.
Oh, Fulton.
And Fulton was going to come to the studio today with his ukulele and play,
man.
but now we've delayed that until when, Fulton?
July 12th.
July 12th.
Will you be
no,
back,
I'm
Pat?
so sad.
I will be back.
I missed the ukulele performance.
I know there's nothing like the ukulele.
So, Fulton, when is your thing with Earth, Wind, and Fire?
It's on July 23rd.
July 23rd, and that is
So this could be like a dress rehearsal. You know, July 12th versus
so.
July 23rd.
So what? What are you going to do for Earth, Wind, and Fire? Are you playing the ukulele?
Yep, I'm still am.
I can't wait. He's gonna play.
And-
What are you gonna play? September?
Yep, I'm going to play September.
And so when is that downtown at the White River?
Right over the state park, yeah.
Okay, and what's the name? That thing's got a
It's got a name too. But
got a
it's
name,
not-
too.
Is it Ruoff?
Apple-Eyes Amphitheater.
what is it
that
called?
right?
Everwise.
Apple-Eyes Amphitheater.
Okay,
Oh.
okay,
Otherwise,
that's a
forgot they
really great
just
place to
changed
see a
that.
concert.
I like that. It's small.
And
I
Earth,
like
Wind,
that.
and Fire is awesome.
The bet every
They're
time.
fire, if you will.
Every time.
Knee slapper.
Knee slapper is right.
That's a banger.
But I do have an important announcement.
Okay.
This July 6th, I'm going to be doing the last talent show for Sister Got Talent this year.
Oh, Sister
My
Rose Got
last
Talent.
talent show this year.
What, you've aged out, or are you?
I'm
You're going on
going to
it.
be. Yeah, I've been doing Sister's Got Talent for years now.
But
Yeah.
man,
And
you're
now
on
this
Earth,
is an
Wind, and Fire. I
arrow.
mean, jeez.
So you're going to kind of retire after this year?
Yep, I am.
So what are you going to do this year for Cicero's Got
You
Talent?
got to go out with a bang.
I'm gonna be singing that same song I'll be working on for
Earth,
the
Wind, and Fire?
concert.
Oh, for September?
Yep.
So what if you would do it and sing while you had two sparklers in your hand?
Oh, man.
How can he
Oh,
play
that's a
the?
good question.
How can he play the ukulele?
That sounds
with
like a
two
fire
sparklers?
hazard.
It does seem
Well-
dangerous. It does seem it's 2,000 degrees.
Well, okay,
Sure,
all right.
anything.
Scratch that, Fulton.
Yeah,
What
that's
about if your mom would come up and she would have the two sparklers and she would kind of be the doo-wop girl kind of in the background?
Be fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
She'll love that.
You might want to run that by your mom before you get that one on.
She'd
on the
probably
books.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she will.
I see. I think that would
You know
be
what
So-
people don't do very often anymore, and I just love it, are batons, twirling batons with fire.
Oh, that is a good one.
You know? I mean, they still do it in Hawaii, but not really.
You know what? I'm going to guess the insurance companies had something to say about the
They
the
had some
fire
thoughts.
baton.
But
Yeah.
twirling batons, I mean, Fulton, do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty
Yep, I
spectacular.
know what you're talking about.
It's spectacular, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Man, I
You know,
wish
you
could
might
do
be able
that.
to get some 12-volt lights. Talk to your Uncle Pat and get some of those LED lights, and you might be able to put them on your ukulele. That would really be pretty stunning.
Ooh, that would be good.
Yeah.
Where do I find those?
In the Christmas aisle.
Yeah, we'll work on that for sure.
Yeah, we will.
All right, so what are you doing the rest of the weekend?
Well, I gotta go to a basketball pool party tomorrow. To spend time with my friends.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
That sounds so fun.
And
And
cheer for the Pacers.
then-
Don't forget
You're
to
gonna
watch the
and you're gonna watch
Pacers.
the
Yeah.
game.
Yep, gonna watch the game.
So, do you just watch in your room, or is your mom really into the game?
Oh, she watches the game all the time.
Oh, does she? That's good. Because sometimes I think your mom wonders what in the world you're doing,
Yeah.
doesn't she?
Yep, she always says that to me.
Yeah, I
All
think
the
that's
time.
exactly when I talked to her on the phone when you were going to come down here, and she was like, "I'm sorry, who are you?" So
Yep, she does that all the time.
you're a busy little beaver there, my man.
Yeah, and I've got to go to the Fever game on on Thursday. This
Oh,
Thursday.
nice.
You'll like that a
Go
lot.
Feeve.
Yeah. All right. Well, Fulton,
Yep.
you have a great weekend. Go Pacers.
Yep, go Pacers. See you guys.
All right. See you, buddy.
Bye, buddy.
It's
Wow.
Fulton.
Yep.
That is Fulton.
I'm so sad I'm not going to be here for Fulton's performance.
Well,
You know, he
can always
actually is
come
pretty
back.
good. He's done a little concert on the phone with his ukulele.
Oh.
So
And he's
sounds
really good. And
so fun.
September is a perfect song for him on the ukulele.
yeah,
It's good.
Not really
Very good.
sure how he got hooked into Earth, Wind, and Fire and playing.
I don't either, but
before
that's
their concert.
amazing. But he really is going to do that. He's
Yeah.
going to perform. It is so
before
cool.
they come out or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Or
like
with
as
them,
an
or I
opening
don't
actor
know.
or something?
I don't know.
We're not really.
Can't wait to
What do
find
you want,
out.
bud?
Ethan's trying to tell you something.
need a break.
Oh,
I was having so much fun.
Have you been on Broadway? I've heard that voice before.
Do you like
Yeah,
cats?
people think I'm pretty wicked.
Saw what you did there.
Banger line right there.
Woo!
All right. Let's see. 239-9393. When we come back, we'll take your calls, and we're going to talk about tomato health.
Oh, tomato health.
Cliffhanger. 93 WIBC.
This hour on 93 WIBC, powered by Pierce Jewelers.
Like a rose and she's all gassed up. Gotta shine on my scotch and my gem out with shades. Got my eyes on forever 'cause
Wait a minute, the good part's coming.
Oh.
I'm on the road to Hana, surfing through the radio. I'm on the road to Hana, best part is she don't know.
I think this is this Leo Sayer?
I can get down to this.
It's Ian Tongi. I am Tongi.
Terry, you remember Leo Sayer?
Oh yeah, he had great hair also.
Oh yeah. I wonder what happened to him.
I don't, dead or alive.
Dead or alive?
Oh,
Leo Sayer.
I hate that game.
I think he's alive.
Do you?
I do. I think Leo Sayer is still alive.
But in the home?
What was the songs he used to? Some of the songs.
You know what?
They were always.
We'll get.
Someone's gonna have to
Ethan will
Google
come
it.
up with it.
Okay.
Come on, Ethan. Whip
We
out
don't-
that
we don't
Google
co-
AI.
We don't call it. I mean, he's on it. He's on it. All right, we're going to go ahead and talk to Kurt while we're doing a little work on Leo Sayer. Hey, Kurt.
Hey, thanks for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
You guys are great. I have a question. I have a beautiful yard, one of the most beautiful yards in Shelbyville. The problem is, and the house is surrounded by myrtle. It's just gorgeous, right? The trees are nice. The thing about it is I've got what I would consider to be an infestation of ivy, poison ivy. So my question is there anything that I can do to spray, like this Roundup stuff or whatever, in the myrtle on top of all the poison ivy, or do I need to dig it all out
Oh boy,
and
be
start fresh?
Well, the problem is that the poison ivy spray is non-selective, so you cannot spray that on the myrtle without killing the myrtle.
Okay.
So what you can do, if you use brush killer, which is what's poison ivy killer is, brush killer, you could use that undiluted, and if you would go and then just take a paintbrush and kind of paint along without getting too much on the myrtle, it will, I mean, it's systemic. So you don't have to touch every part of the green tissue to kill it.
Poison
So-
ivy is a vine, and so
Yeah.
it will take it back to the root.
So, for example, like you could, if you have a poison ivy all the way up a tree, if you would, get that product down on, as high as you could reach, it'll kill it all the way up to the top of the tree.
What we will tell you is never use a weed eater on poison ivy. It aerates it, it throws it up, and it really makes the poison. I can't remember what the name of that chemical is in poison ivy. I'll have to ask Dr. Cho. But that poison ivy oil gets aerated,
Dr. Cho.
and it will get in your lungs. So never use a weed eater on poison ivy.
And never burn it, because you can get poison ivy from the smoke.
Right, ingest it.
Yeah.
I understand that.
But wear gloves. If you're going to do the paintbrush stuff, which works, great. At least wear gloves. You shouldn't be, exposing your skin to glyphosate and others.
Right. Well, I appreciate. You're my last resort as far as trying to take it out. I have my lawn treated. The guy does a great job. It's a beautiful lawn, and everything in my yard's magnificent. This poison ivy thing has gone absolutely crazy in my myrtle, and I'm ready to kill the myrtle. That's what it's going to take out the poison ivy.
Man,
Yeah.
you got some anger there. Are you in therapy?
You know what? Again, if you would be selective with it, the myrtle, because of the waxy leaf on it, will obviously be damaged, but it may rebound too. So, hey, good luck, Kurt.
Would you recommend that he put like a soap in that?
No.
Because then it would get after the myrtle too.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Okay.
do that because of the myrtle.
Okay.
All right, let's take a listen to Leo Sayer.
Yeah, this too.
Just snap your fingers and I'm walking like a dog hanging on your lead. I'm in a spin, shaking on a string,
I do. Great record. What do you think?
Best part about this is watching Ethan dance over here.
Ethan, what do you rate a record? What do you think? What do you think about that? What would you give it?
All right, here comes
like dancing.
Here comes the real
Start
question.
your stuff, Ethan. Dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
I googled it, so.
What year was this? Was the
I
80s?
say alive.
I do too.
What do you say, Dan?
I say he's alive if it's from the 80s.
I already googled it, so. I'm
Oh,
in the
you
know.
already know? All right,
Yeah.
you'll have the answer, Sarah?
I think he's alive.
All right.
All right.
And?
Come
He
on,
is,
Parker.
in fact, alive.
He is alive.
He is alive.
He is a whopping, wait for it, 77 years old. Sing it louder for the people in the back.
Is he still performing?
Oh, what's this? Oh, this is
Oh,
This
Leo.
is-
Is this more Leo?
Yeah.
Oh, this is an old.
This is Leo.
This is a wedding
I
song.
would say he is not still performing, but anything is
Does
possible.
he say whether he still lives at home?
Let's look at his Instagram, see what he's up to.
I would start with Facebook.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right, Ethan, what would you like to do? Take a little break here?
Well, we're about ready for the speed round, boss.
All right. 239-9393. Mike, you'll be up first, and then Steve, your call will be second, and then your call at 239-9393.
Hammer and Nigel.
Big, beautiful bill. It's big. And it's a
After a grueling almost 4 hours, this show is coming to an end.
Oh, how sad.
We are just a pregame show for Abdul,
Yeah.
who'll be following the top of the hour news. But now is the speed round. The speed round is brought to you by
Thompson Furniture and something else. I forgot my script.
Thompson
Furniture out of Bartholomew County, Columbus. Smith Brothers Furniture, which is some of the best mattresses made in Indiana. What else?
You suck.
I know. 75-mile free delivery. That'll get all the way
sucks,
up
too.
here to Carmel.
They also sell
big green eggs.
Big green eggs. They have an egg fest.
Yeah.
They sell Berlin Garden
And they
then
serve beer
Hollywood
out there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thompson Furniture and Thompson
Who's ready for the speed round?
Thompson
Who?
Furniture.
Who?
Dad. There we go. Let's go.
Here we go.
I can't-
Oh, wait, not that one. Not one. Who did I say was first? Mike. Hey, Mike.
Hey, guys.
What's
Staying
up?
hydrated.
Yes,
Staying
I'm
hydrated.
trying.
Hey, I got a beautiful prairie fire crab apple. Okay. Probably not as beautiful as the yard is the guy in Shelbyville. But
You picked up on that, too.
but it's the most beautiful yard in Westfield. So.
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute. I live in Westfield.
All right.
All right.
Remember
so
the
is
speed
it pink?
round.
Well, you're on your own.
Pink and purple? Yeah, okay.
It's about 15 years old, and it's just finished blooming. But the limbs they look like a weeping willow. They're almost hitting the ground, and it's tough to mow around.
Trim
And
them
I just
up.
Trim them off because I didn't know if that would mess up the way it looks, or falls.
Well, you're either going to mow the grass or you're going to trim it
Well,
up. you know?
it shouldn't be looking like a weeping willow. So I would go ahead, and you might want to wait until it goes dormant if you can wait, or you could do some light pruning now and then do a harder prune in the fall once it goes dormant.
What we just did is we just did a quick Google search and look at the
Beautiful
images,
tree.
and they are different shapes. Some of them are full conical, some of them are full elliptical. So, just pick
According
one.
to
and-
Dr. Chow.
Dr. Cho.
Cho. He is the authority on prairie fire crab apples.
And his sister is in charge of all the trains. Her name is Choo Choo.
And water softener.
In a white paper, he stated,
Right.
I can't tell you.
You don't read white papers, do you?
Well, no.
Scientific
I've never
things
heard
that-
of that.
You never heard of a white paper? A white
No.
paper? Yeah.
Unfortunately not.
Sounds
She
racist
has
to
a,
me.
She has a future in marketing.
not very
I'm going to tell you
Juneteenth
that
of
right
us.
now.
Exactly.
Science is not her.
Mike, are you happy with the answer?
He's-
Did they help
You know what? We've already gone on. We're
wait, here
on to
comes-
Steve. Hi, Steve.
Hopefully we helped.
Good morning, Pat. Really have enjoyed Allie B joining the crew this
There you
morning.
go. Thank you.
Much better experience than if she would have been with one of the weekday shows.
Oh yeah.
This is Dr. Broniarczyk, and he's
the
a
best.
very, very famous
and,
guy.
and it's unfortunate for Allie B. You didn't give her a chance to do the riff ram chant.
I'm sorry, the what?
What's that?
The riff ram. Oh, he gets me.
Do you know what is it?
Yes, it's TCU's chant. Every time they score a touchdown, we do the riff ram chant.
Can we hear it?
Yeah.
What is it?
Okay.
Thank you.
Riff, ram, ba, zoo, lickety, lickety, zoo, zoo, hoo, wah, wah, hoo, give 'em hell, TCU. And then you put up your little finger
Your parents
frogs.
are paying for this. Yeah. This is what they're paying for.
Bob Barker is funding this.
Jeez.
Not the famous one, though.
Broniarczyk, you did good here, buddy. You brought out the best in her.
That is so
Hey,
funny.
but Pat and
Yes.
Denny, my wife would like me to get a lawn edger, and I'm trying to decide on a good one. Can you make a suggestion?
Get the lightest one you can handle.
I would get like a battery operated.
Yeah.
One of the battery ones. And,
Don't go with the 2-cycle oil. They're a pain in the butt,
No,
Steve.
because you're not going to use it that enough.
Yeah.
And then the engine will
What you want to do
get a
is,
cordless.
Steve, take her to
Ego
the
is
store and
good.
make sure it fits her hands, because if she really wants it, you're going to have to teach her how to
That
use
is
it.
so funny. All right, now listen. We talked about the ukuleles earlier, and from the ukuleles, it's from the same promoter. We have the accordion ladies.
The accordion ladies. I love them. New? Are they new on the
Yes,
on the tour
they're
circuit?
just starting to tour.
Are we going to get to see them?
Will I be happy? Will I be sad? Visions of Doris Day here.
I don't know the song, but I'm having fun.
Scott joins us on the program. Hey, Scott.
Hey,
Got a question about. I'm the lawn guy, by the way. There's a fungicide warning out right now. You might want to mention that.
What is the warning?
What's the warning?
It's fungus.
Okay. I thought you were saying like there was a warning about a certain fungicide. You're talking about the conditions. The conditions are right. That is a great point. With the heat and with the moisture, the lawns and really plants are ripe for fungus. And as Scott will tell you, fungicides are protectants. They are not eradicators. So you have to get them down before you see the problem.
Scott, what type is out there? I'm familiar with Fusarium, Dollar Spot.
Denny, we don't have this kind of time.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Pat sells that stuff, I'm sure.
Yes, we do. Aisle 15.
And then my real question, when you're killing the grass and in the cracks in your driveway and in your flower beds and stuff, you got the Roundup, and you can add some Epsom salt, maybe 48% vinegar. Do you have any other recommendations to really spike that stuff up?
Jeez, what is wrong with
you? Do? Maybe a
What's
little
wrong
bit
with
of
just
soap.
Hey, how about this, Scott? Follow the label instructions.
That's right. The label's the law, buddy.
You know what? If you want something really, the strongest that is sold that in at least to consumers is the old Triox that is now called. It works for up to a year. Ground Clear.
That's a sterilant. That's a soil sterilant.
Right. So in the cracks of a driveway, it would be perfect. But as far as I would not want to venture into mixing other things.
Yeah, thanks for the help,
Thanks, Scott. Speed round, Jeff joins us on the program. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Denny, I got a quick question for you. The air conditioner, it's an old ARI, I think, system that went out in my garage today, so it's smoking in there. So I've got the capacitor off, and you are my, go to online. Did they sell these capacitors at a box store or something, or am I going to have to go to Reed's or wherever?
You're going to have to go right to Dr. Chow.
No, is it a start capacitor or a run capacitor? Do you know?
Oh boy, it's a split. It splits with the furnace and that thing. If that means anything,
Jeff, we got to go. You got my phone number or my email address, denny@wibc.com. I'll try to help you.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Denny, you really blew that one, man.
You gave me 3 seconds, and you've got 5.
Well, I'd like to start off by thanking everyone and saying
really
Abdul's coming up next, 93 WIBC.
Ali B.
Broadcasting from the Technology Recycler Studios. This